wrong. Could you please take that shirt off? You look like a fucking dweeb with a shirt on under that. You 100% have to drop the t-shirt. Oh, Jesus. Okay, we are pre-partying. Oh, where's my phone? Oh, boy. Find out about why we're wearing this bullshit. Lots of messages. Real talk, that trash iPhone was giving up the ghost from Diesel Dave. That's my guy. Oh! Thank you guys for being in. I'm about to put up an Instagram to let people know. Chat. Everybody's up in the chat. We're emptying up some cards. English Ben in the room. Drinking a little bit of that sauce. Here we go. Revival Motoring Podcast. We got to turn that light on and all the accent lights. Yeah. We're going live. Special dress day. To find out why, check out our Patreon. English Ben in the room. Drug rugs in the house. Check out them linens. Custom made, custom fitted. Corey looking like it's prom night. Let's get this party started.
Yeah, perfect. Do you want to grab the remote for the...
Corey's cheap suit jacket looks good. Yeah. You think that shit is cheap?
Yeah. Is this the remote for that? Yeah, let's go on.
I mean, aside from fitting terribly, it looks good.
Because it's going to...
Gonna do that side too?
No.
All right.
Happy New Year's, Mr. Doug. Dude, look at the thickness on this.
Mr. Doug Pizza? Is that...
No, details by Doug. A.K.A. Dougie Fresh.
We go into... Yeah, these colors.
Yeah, it's on smooth.
Yeah, throw that baby on strobe.
It's on smooth right now. I like smooth.
Josh got that safety yellow. You didn't even know the half of safety yellow. We're going to get into that later in the podcast. If you're wondering why we're wearing drug rugs, you probably weren't paying attention to our Instagram live, which was a fucking disaster. But we put together some real good content for our gas station rating system. That's going to happen on this week's vlog. Yep. We get some real good stuff. We got to see one of the rare 5 diamond Revival gas stations.
The only one.
What was the rating on the gas station where you get the ponchos at? That would be a 5 diamond. One of the only ones. The only way to receive a 5 diamond is for another 5 diamond to be destroyed by fire.
Right, because there's only an certain allotment of
69.
Just like Michelin stars. You can't really...
Right, we can't just be giving these out willy-nilly. And you know what? To be honest, when we were going in there, I thought we were going to have to just give it a 5 diamond to give it a 5 diamond. But after getting out of there, I think it still deserves it.
Yeah, and they didn't yell at us for bringing cameras in.
I wish, however,
They
that...
like Josh's mask.
They like Josh's mask. I wish, however, that they had a little bit more monster selection, but I'm going to get into that.
I just seen this for the first time.
Garrett.
On YouTube.
Oh, man, you guys clearly went to a gas station mecca. What did you see for the first time?
The screen. I seen what YouTube actually looks like.
Oh, yeah. No, it's interesting.
It's something.
I just can't. I'm glad I got the double XL on the drug rug.
Yep.
Because it really, my freedom of movement is only constrained by the outfit I'm wearing under this, which is just
just as good.
I should just unzip at the belly and I'd be fine. But we'll get into it. Ben's here. He's very happy to be here. Leaving to LA in like 10 hours.
Just walked right into this fucking train wreck.
Yeah.
Or actually drove halfway there.
Drove. Yeah.
Just checking, making sure I don't get any emails that I have to answer. There we go. What do we got?
Rocks.
Revival Motors of Summer.
If you're trying to, how many listeners we get on this thing? What kind of live we got going on right now? Oh, 12. Okay, there we go. Really rocking. Did you put it on the Revival podcast thing?
No, I'm going to do that.
Because I realized that people look at that more than look at mine. Hard to imagine. Corey's looking like legitimate in that fucking outfit on the cam.
Yeah, we're here.
Corey needs some sheets of paper, Dad.
Yeah.
tap on a desk.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
Really
dressed,
get the news
we're
going.
dressed proper.
Rick Vidub, what up?
We're going live.
We going live. We could have Ben do his intro and then hit the music.
We need to decide what we're talking about.
What? Josh wears a blanket.
Okay.
Chuck's in a one piece.
And Corey's reading the news.
And Corey Corey spots some lot lizards.
Do you guys have dogging in America? Is that a thing?
Dogging?
Yeah.
No.
So in England, apparently.
Wait, is that when you
No.
a dog?
Don't play us apparently.
No,
Tell us
no,
what
no,
it
no.
is.
Yeah, here we go.
It's
Corey needs an
when
80s Lambo.
It's when people meet in motorway parking lots at night.
We call those pickle parks.
That
Pickle farts.
is called dogging in the UK.
Next time you get to speak with Tobias, ask him about.
I
Oh
can imagine
my
that
God.
Tobias would like to be involved somehow.
Tobias's story at a rest area is the funniest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life. It is. He will never tell that story publicly.
But we're talking about it on
Have
a
you
live
heard it?
podcast. No.
Oh, Corey, I know
can't
Corey
remember if
has.
I've heard it.
No, I won't talk about it. But
Yeah.
it is the funniest story I've ever heard in my life.
I've heard it in multiple versions. I've heard it a little inebriated.
Yeah,
I've heard it in anger. I've heard it in humility. So
it's just the uncensored what he actually said is the fucking best thing I've ever heard in my life. And I wish him all the best.
So apparently there's rules. Like if the windows are up, you can because it's watching other people partake is the thing. That's what dogging is.
Oh, dogging is watching it?
Right.
Versus
so it being involved.
Having, yeah.
okay, well,
So I think that if you can watch if the windows are closed, if the windows are a slight crack, you can come closer, and I think if the windows are open, you
catch
can
a
get
sniff.
involved.
Well,
I think you can, yeah.
yeah.
You can do more than catch a sniff.
I mean, a sniff's definitely involved.
we have a road right around the corner from here it's premier parking for that.
the park
Yeah.
over there?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
the
yeah.
bay.
We went there in the daytime, and there was a lot of people.
Is
barking,
this strictly
let's put it that
men
way.
activities or can?
Oh no, I think it's
Female?
yeah, I think it's both.
Oh, there's females involved
Yeah, I
too.
think
You guys
so,
are
yeah.
fucking weirdos over there.
I think it's like swinging, but in a motorway parking.
Oh
lot.
yeah, no, that's
I
definitely.
think it's called voyeurism.
Yeah,
Is what I believe
think,
that is.
Well, it's
Yeah.
definitely not as sketchy as over here.
Yeah. I saw something from the highway before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
over here it's
Yeah.
the boys only.
Little highway fellatio.
What if you're just hot? Medium Performance says.
And you crack the window.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Someone's gonna
Stick the AC on.
take a
you might
little
want to
peek.
use the AC.
If you're in a parking lot in the middle of the night that looks like a suspect space,
Yes.
keep your window shut.
There you go. Little locals tip.
Yeah, windows shut, lights on, hazards probably on,
Yeah.
phone ready to call
Yeah.
the
The
authorities.
authorities.
I don't know what the issue is.
Oh, Jack White says being hot helps. It's not as enticing if you're sub 5 caliber.
Yeah. Meaning I can park with the windows down,
Oh, that's
doors open.
that's what medium performance meant.
Yeah.
What if you're hot? Yeah, no, it'd probably way easier to dog.
Yeah.
Root.
I thought dogging was like, you know, like
Trying to play
like bumming each other, you know?
Doggy style.
Yeah. That's what I thought you meant.
yeah, I thought I was trying to play leapfrog but getting stuck.
Yeah. The old elephant walk.
The old
Interesting. I don't know why my board's not
Your board's not working?
It's not illuminated.
not popping up there.
I'll tell you why.
It's interesting.
One name, John. Last name, Stairs. Fucked up our whole board.
Rocks.
Rocks.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Okay, we get a little technical difficulties. Thanks to everyone in the room for hanging out.
I'm gonna stop.
We're not recording anymore.
How bad's gonna F you if I turn that off and turn it back?
Oh,
on?
no, it'll just go silent. I'll tell a really cool story right now. So,
That's when
oh,
it
we're
first
back.
pops on,
So, anyways, that's how it happened.
and that's that. Let me see. Nope, that didn't work. All right.
What do you mean? Are you don't have your samples?
I don't have.
I always forget how loud
How about
the
this?
volume on
Is
that
this
is.
involved? Did you just start the podcast by accident?
There we go. No, it didn't start yet. That is involved. That's exactly the problem.
Where does it go?
There should be a Type C slot over there. That's it.
And we're live.
That's it. Now it's fixed.
Sorry for the fake out there, boys. Haters in the building. Stairs. It was definitely you.
Oh, because he's got a different machine now.
Yeah, and we don't know enough to check for it, so we'll blame him.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's fine. I mean, I didn't take the
First
cable.
turkey sausage.
I didn't undo the cable.
Oh, no.
Let me crank that up again. All right.
Crank that soldier boy.
I think we're good, right? I think we're okay.
Oh, let me turn my turn
Everybody's
the volume off on this thing.
Comfortable.
Oh, I'm comfortable, all
That
right.
intro music was unpleasantly loud in my headphones.
Oh, just wait. It's
I
gonna get louder.
always forget how loud it is.
Now we're blasting it.
Cranking
Cranking it in 2020. This is the last time to crank it.
Is that okay on your?
What?
Is that
Oh.
okay to the tubes?
I mean, it's not loud enough for me. Oh, to the tubes. Yeah.
to
No,
the
it's
tubes.
fine.
Is that loud enough? Okay.
Drug rug works for the hill. Oh, maybe I will wear this on the hill.
That's perfect for the hill.
Yeah, I'd be like the locals. They wouldn't even ask if I'm from Vermont.
Right. Just ask.
Like, welcome on.
They'll just
Show
ask,
some TVs and that. Call it a
Boss
day.
Trent.
they'll just ask if you have any dime bags for sale.
Yeah, what do you get for dime bags?
Yeah. I think we're good to go. Right.
We're good to go. Let's get the intro going. No, don't hit the intro yet. He's gonna say the intro. Then we hit the
shit.
intro.
Right. Okay.
Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
This week on the Revival Motoring Podcast, Chuck wears a one piece, Josh wears a blanket, and Corey stacks paper.
You gonna hit that?
Welcome, everybody. I'm Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I'm joined by Chuck Hu
I'm hollering at you.
and Corey.si.
Hello, hello.
And we have our favorite Ben of all the Bens, Mr. English Ben, in studio to join us today.
Welcome.
Benjamin English.
On this week's episode, we are going to talk about 2020. We're going to recap that. That'll take about a minute and a half. And then we're going to predict the future of what we expect in the automotive world in 2021. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. We're going to talk about all of it.
I wonder how our predictions came out last time.
You know, I didn't go back and listen.
Better off not.
Yeah, not
Oh
exactly.
man.
Didn't go ideal, I'm guessing. But before we get rolling, this episode is brought to you by...
Well, it's a very special listener read. It was written for me by the wonderful Jack Hammer.
Shouts to Jack and Axel.
Hey guys, do you drive a car with wheels cambered more than the Leaning Tower of Pizza? Maybe a diesel truck that rolls useless black smoke and has the stance of a dog dragging his ass across the carpet? Or maybe you drive a Subaru, blowing your vape cloud from 4 tints to disguise your surely blown head gasket? If any of these guesses are correct and you feel lost among the trough of your boys, Manscaped has a solution for you. As a proven and effective way to achieve perceived length in jealousy of your peers looking down or over at you, the Lawnmower 3.0 is just what the doctor ordered. The Lawnmower 3.0 has a compact design making it easy to hide anywhere in your parents' house, a diamond plate non-slip grip for your well-lotioned hands, and a ceramic blade that stays sharp and cuts unwanted hair faster than your Tinder swiping skills. Just remember, you have to trim the hedges to make the tree stand tall. Manscaped also has products to trim up your ear fur, make your parts smell better than your Purple Passion vape juice, or even support your boys like being cupped by baby hands.
Oh, God. Why would you do that?
I don't understand. So be sure to visit manscaped.com and use discount code REVIVAL, REVIVAL, for 15% off and free shipping?
20% off.
20% off. We're coming at you harder than that.
Yeah. Ain't no 15. We get that extra 5.
Perfect Package 3.0. You laid on a Christmas gift? Why don't you just grab the Perfect Package 3.0?
You can follow it up. Say, the courier is the reason you're late.
The mail carrier?
Mail courier, doesn't matter. Whomever
He jacked up your package?
messed it up. If you screwed up, you can make up for it by going to manscaped.com.
And get the Perfect Package 3.0.
Using code REVIVAL.
Send it to your dad.
REVIVAL. 20% off plus free
Mom.
shipping.
Yep.
Doesn't matter. Send it to somebody. Everybody's got hair.
Yeah, absolutely. No one says you can't use it.
However you want. Inside, outside, around.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter.
Remember, only plunge to the power button, though. I believe we've decided that.
Only till it hurts.
Exactly. The power button is where most guys had enough.
It's like a Roomba.
It's like a Roomba.
Just like a Roomba.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's our read for Manscaped. Thank you, Jack Hammered.
Thank you, Jack. And again, you
We
and
appreciate you.
Axel. Yeah.
And shouts to Axel and yourself.
Best wishes to you all.
Hope you're feeling better.
This episode is also brought to you by Revival Motoring. Visit revivalmotoring.com. We have still, I want to sell them all, but I think we got like 1 or 2 left. Copies of the magazine up for sale. There are some calendars up for sale. Boxy's beautiful stickers, air fresheners, as well as probably when you hear this, actually no, maybe the next day, some new Skull Driver key rings. That'll be up there. So go check out the website and snag something now. I know you have a lot of, extra Christmas money if you do.
Absolutely.
If
Yeah,
not,
there's
it's
some
fine.
stimulus coming through. Why not drop that whole stimulus
Right.
on your boys?
Stimuli the website.
Stimulate one of us.
Yeah,
Hey,
for less than $1 a day.
just just buy a 3.0. And then you can go to our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe. Then head over to iTunes where you can leave us a 5-star review. Between our podcast videos and print magazine, we produce content on a weekly basis. We are able to do that because of your support. So visit the webpage and support the fight for keeping your beans aligned.
Keep them beans
Keep
aligned.
them aligned.
I get a comment, Smooth Jacket Corey. When you got to hit the podcast first, then sell a house shortly thereafter.
Man.
Thank you, Base VR.
It's the car dealership in the
Of
morning.
course,
too,
looking right, buddy.
Yeah.
Yes. It's proper. I feel like you should be speaking at me instead of with me.
Yeah. TD's is saying that air freshener he picked up, best smelling thing he smelt all year.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
I mean, he's into the hams, so that's
He's
tough
into
to-
the ham, so that's hard to beat.
That's pretty
Then a
right.
honey spiral,
Exactly.
a perfect Tom Brady spiral.
Shouts to TDs.
Shouts to TD's.
Do we have any
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
callbacks?
Oh, yeah. I get an important one.
Okay.
Well, we're talking about, well, we're all wearing our gear. And if you check out our YouTube this coming week, you'll see why we're all wearing drug rugs.
It's our New Year's Eve best.
Yeah, this is
Everyone's wearing New
celebrated.
Year's Eve's best.
Yep.
And, we went down to one of our favorite gas stations, one of our favorite rest stops, one of the 5 Diamonds. Had a look inside.
The only
Look
5
around.
diamond at the moment.
Exactly.
The only
exactly.
one.
Only 5 Diamond in the world. And it was mesmerizing. It was incredible. But I want to bring it out to the listeners. I got to put Scumbies on notice. I think Scumbies is about to lose a star.
I think Scumbies would retain this car for the ease of use and convenience.
Yeah, but listen.
This one is not close.
Hear me out. Oh, no. That's not why.
Oh, okay.
I think Scumbies has had a very, very weak drink selection recently. I think I
for
can bring
sure.
this up.
Overall? Or
Over
just,
every Scumbies I've been to, weak monster selection, weak drink selection. Everybody else, your All Towns, your Seasons, even your home brews, they're all busting out the new monster juices. Scumbies hasn't even looked at it. So
I wonder if that's a reflection of current deals in place.
you think they get a contract?
I think some of this stuff is similar to alcohol. It's
Maybe they got a
contracted.
contract, but I mean they got the bullshit monsters. They just don't have my juice. I mean I'm at some of my favorite mom and pop rest areas, and they get the juice. What's up with Scumbies? I think they're gonna catch a suspension.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm on MonsterEnergy.com, and there are more selections than I can count.
Yeah, go to All Town.
quickly
They'll have
at
all of them. That's what's the alls for.
It's quite unbelievable, actually, when you look at it.
I'm just saying, have they gotten lost in their architectural grandeur? You can chuck the ball around in there. It's
How
It's
is
a
beautiful.
there-
lofty ceiling. They do like their lofty ceilings.
You
Yeah.
do.
How is their Red Bull selection? Do they optimize that?
No, dude, Rebel Selection's
So
weak
just
too.
energy drink across the board is weak.
Dude, I was at one the other day. I saw 3 blue Red Bull wide.
That's it?
Wow.
Did you
No,
see-
it's just nobody gets blue Red Bull. You're gonna go 3 wide on me?
Yeah.
I mean, they had some other flavers.
Yeah.
They had
Oh, I thought
one.
you meant blue, like original can.
No,
Red
no,
Bull.
no,
Oh,
like
okay.
the blue, the shitty one.
Blueberry.
no.
Blueberry. They
Right,
only had
3 wide with
one
that. Yeah,
one
you
a
can't.
yellow, 2 a orange. Well, this isn't acceptable.
Oh man, I love orange Red Bull.
Oh, so do I. So they gotta really step their game up. They're gonna catch a suspension. I don't know if anyone else sees them dropping the ball elsewhere, but here's a little time for the viewers to write in. Has Scumby's been dropping the ball near you? And if you don't live near Scumberland Farms, you're lucky because you probably get a really cool store. So I don't know. I think they're lost in their architectural grandeur. They used to when they were real Scumbies, they'd always bring the drink selection. So let's just hope. Let's hope it's some supply chain issue that no other chain is seeing.
I mean, it's a weird year, right? Maybe
I'm not going to give it to that. All town seasons, they're not dealing with weird years.
That's true. Seasons, or they are. They are.
They're dealing with it better than the Scumbies. Right. If you're the Scumbies buyer, I need a personal phone call.
Right. Maybe they're pushing old stock over at All Town and stuff,
Nah, this is that new Monster Chaotic. That's that Tang flavor, baby. That's what I'm trying to drink.
The old stock is at Dollar Tree.
Dollar Tree, yeah, that's true. Ben found hidden gems at Dollar Tree right now. If you want the Monster Yerba Mate, which literally never made it to convenience store shelves in New England.
Monster Yerba Mate?
Yeah.
That gold on white can?
Yeah. Remember how they had the dragon tea?
Yeah.
There was a Yerba Mate of that, which granted tastes terrible.
Yeah.
But you couldn't get it
As
here.
Chuck tells me after I got him one last week.
I haven't even tried that one yet. I had one once when I was down south. They also have a green tea, which also tastes terrible. However, you can get them at Dollar Tree right now if you're trying to stock up on some real delicious Monster.
And on that bombshell.
Yeah, there we go.
So anyways, Scumbies, I'm putting a warning out there. I'm taking away a star if you don't resolve this. Thank you.
I think all the listeners might want to know what's going on with Bang Energy. I feel like we haven't had any Bang updates recently. All I know is the owner of Bang is the man.
Yeah, I mean, you can follow him, Bang CEO, on Instagram. If anybody's surprised what he looks like recently,
that's exactly what he looks like.
You have not been following him on Instagram. And I had to lay off because I follow him and like some of that stuff. I mean, I follow some fucking pretty bad shit on Instagram. This guy was I just can't watch this shit,
All the Bang Energy girls all tag him like, follow Bang Energy CEO. Like, it's
something.
It's a pyramid scheme.
I mean, the thing about Bang is like you can't blink after your eyes are stuck open and you kind of smell it.
Yeah.
The creatine really gets me.
You start to smell like the Bang. So
yeah,
like
dude.
the cocaine cola, whatever it's called.
Oh man, I stayed away from that shit.
You just don't want to, I mean,
I've tried them all. I'm good.
Which is your favorite? The unicorn? Candy floss unicorn?
Nah, unicorn tastes like rat ass.
What was it? Black cherry?
Oh,
black cherry was good.
Was it really good?
And then there was like the lemonade one.
Yeah.
Cherry vanilla. That's my man Christian in the chat.
Cherry vanilla is good. The blue raz was.
I didn't like that. It tasted like melted popsicles.
Oh, what do you mean? What's better than melted popsicles?
Dude, the thing about Bang is like you drink it and like Monster, you can tell you're getting a little cranked up. You just be sitting there shaking.
It didn't bother me that much.
Yeah, that's concerning.
The birthday cake one must have been the worst tasting one I've ever tried.
That was almost, remember the Monster Gronk that Josh used to love that tasted like Gronk's taint?
That's amazing. It's the best tasting one.
That was amazing. That's the worst thing I've ever tasted.
It's like that drip right off. Never mind.
It's that drip right off the taint. Now that he's in a Florida team, it's changed flavors.
We were at a Bass Pro meet and then we handed those out for free. I took a bunch of them, got super excited, tried one.
Yeah, threw them out.
And then just left the rest in the parking lot.
Somebody brought us a bag of them. Oh, we had a Cars and Coffee at Chris Surse's place a while back.
That's right.
Yeah.
And they brought us a
great
bag
Cars
of
and
them.
Coffee.
I think it was Tony. Was it Tony? Shout out to Tony Baloney.
Yeah,
He's the one who brought me the birthday cake Bang. So.
Yeah, he brought the birthday cake Bang, and it was warm, and it tasted like
That's how you drink them, warm.
Yeah, that's the only way to drink
it. It was like cake that was thrown up.
Yeah, no, so it was something. So anyways, yeah, that's what's up with Bang. None of us really like it, if we're honest.
Yeah.
But if you drink it, we love you.
In a pinch, I'll do it.
Base VR had one Bang in his life, ended up upside down off a couch in his basement, shaking my head. That sounds right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He started off upstairs.
If you want to do extreme sports or something, like I'd imagine if I had a Bang and then hit the hill, I'd definitely wake up the emergency room. You know what I mean? Because it just gives you that confidence.
Liquid even. I have another call back.
Yeah.
From Gavin Dowse.
Gavin Dowse.
He says he's been using fluid film for 3 years,
Yep.
and his Silverado still has rocker panels. Only downside, smells like old man body odor.
Yep.
But they also make a black fluid film that is not as snotty looking.
It'd be impressive if that was a Dodge Ram.
As an upstate New Yorker, it's very, very recommended. So upstate New York, that's like Beefalo, right?
Beefalo, I believe.
So that's Beefalo. So they handle some shit up there.
South Beefalo.
Yeah.
Tony wrote, Corey described that taste as melted candle, then looked at me with a face that could only be described as never getting on the podcast. That's the most fucking accurate thing I've ever read in my life. Oh, man.
It's funny because it's true.
Oh, my God.
Dare I say his face speaks volumes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, it's
Oh,
amazing.
Jesus.
Shouts to Tony.
Yeah.
Shouts to Tony.
Boys, I got one for you.
Okay.
I got a YBU continued.
Shit.
So I was driving to work the other day, and I don't know if you guys were, if you listen to the podcast back in the day, you know Young Ben's dad's house has the Field of Shame in front of it, and it's where Young Ben parks his fleet of cars that he's destroyed. Well, Young Ben's out. He's in the. It's currently in the Field of Shame. It's sitting in the grass in front of his dad's place. It was the final resting place for both GTIs and the Ranger.
Is that where the Kia Sportage went to go? Oh, what
No,
did he
that
have?
was the Kia, whatever that thing was buried behind the house. That wasn't even in the Field
It's
of
like
Shame.
the Redondo. or
That wasn't.
something.
That's because his dad's lot was full, and that was his stepdad's lot.
Okay.
So hopefully this one will buck the trend and be free. He told me he doesn't have the time to do it, and then he tried to get me to do it with him last night. And it sounds terrible to do, honestly. An axle on it's a passenger side axle on a B something A4,
B7.
B7 A4. So if anybody, Tony, wants to help Young Ben with that in his yard on a jack stand, that'd be great.
I
I asked if he had a triple square, and he said, "What the hell is that?" And I was like, "Well, you're not going to fix it without it." He didn't look. Here's what he does. He just figures he's going to come, and I'm going to throw it up in the lift and figure the whole thing out. He
Right.
didn't even look at how to do it.
Right.
What are you saying, Josh? I'm sorry.
I was my follow up was, and I forgot if I asked this the other day. What is he driving? What
I
does
have
he
no
have?
idea what he's
Okay, we
driving.
still don't
I'd
know.
imagine his mom's just dropping him off places.
Maybe it's a homeless kid.
Oh, in the Ranger? He's not homeless. He lives in the Ranger now.
He's just got that thing. He's just,
Still eating the cake off the floor.
First off, it's not homeless anymore. It's unsheltered or something.
Right. Yes. Unhoused.
Without a home.
Without home.
Yeah.
In between.
Oh, I seen the
homes.
wildest
In between
thing
homes.
In between.
on Theo Vaughn's Instagram today in Fresno,
Oh,
California.
I saw that. Yeah. Go
There
ahead.
was
I've seen some sites out there.
No, this one was fucking unbelievable.
off of an off ramp. They're in a field in the middle of like the highway, or like kind of where the on ramps and off ramps are. Was a giant tent city with a garage made out of tarps with a
Yeah,
Volvo
with
parked.
a Volvo parked in the garage. Dude, that guy
Quite
was
a
living.
place.
They've
Oh.
gone mobile.
Is Fresno like that? I've never been to Fresno.
Fresno's. I mean, I've never stopped. I don't think. I sort of it's on your way if you're going north to like Tahoe or something. So
Wow.
there's not much there. It's like you leave LA. I think it's the 99. It's the freeway, and then it's just like cows and dust for a long time, and then you get to Fresno, and there's like an in and out.
Yeah.
And then
Just keep
like, a
going.
Great taco truck, and then you just keep going.
In Fresno.
In Fresno, yeah. I don't
Fresno's
remember
such a
which
cool
exit.
name.
It is.
Yeah. There's not much going on. I think probably meth.
Yeah.
I'm not
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
this
for sure.
this had all the tellings of meth.
Yeah, lots of meth. That was kind of a meth type building, if you will. But
Right.
you're not homeless if you have a garage on your tent.
Right. Where does or a vehicle clearly?
Right. But anyways, it was pretty sweet. So that was nice.
I went to my page by accident.
You guys have more? Because I just got
Yeah,
this one.
I was gonna say, I had that one call back.
That first video. Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
People who litter.
Oh man,
You were just the bottom of the earth.
the absolute worst.
And I'm speaking to a car. I was
Just
specifically
throw that
driving.
shit in your car.
I was driving behind this car.
Yeah.
It's a shitty fucking white brand new Jetta that they bought at CarMax.
Plane number
1AX374.
1AX374,
Yeah.
Rhode Island.
Yes.
Okay.
Threw a fucking bag out. Like it was an overflowing like Stop and Shop plastic bag.
Oh, what a
full
trash
of fucking
bag, dude.
trash. I didn't think people get down like that anymore.
No, I
No,
didn't
they
think so
still do.
either.
That's
I didn't
that's-
think people get down like that
I thought it was
anymore.
only smokers chucking butts, trying to burn the forest down.
Right, it was funny because I was listening to Rogan and
Yeah.
whoever he had on.
Alex
They
Jones.
briefly discussed. No, yeah, for the 37th time I've listened to that one. They briefly discussed why smokers think like butts aren't trash.
Oh,
And they're
I
just like,
don't even
it's as if
fucking
they-
start with the biodegradable shit
As
with
if
me.
they throw it out and then they stomp on it and think it's just magic. It makes it go away. Is
Yeah.
what was commented.
Well, it's
just like,
fiberglass, right? So it doesn't
It-
biodegrade.
no, it probably, and it's like, what else is in there? Oh yeah, it's fiberglass.
It makes
right?
coral
That's-
reefs.
I don't know,
that's-
rat urine. I mean, what the fuck do you want in your
Right.
cigarettes?
Right.
Whatever you want.
It's probably meth in there.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely meth.
I didn't know people still littered.
Well, I
Maybe
mean-
that's ignorant of me. But like,
People definitely.
I didn't think I haven't seen anything so blatant like that, and I can't even fucking tell you how long.
Been too long.
We went to Japan last year for around this time, and there's no litter anywhere.
Yeah.
We saw one piece the whole time we were there. Picked it up because
You picked it up?
because I was like, "What's that doing there?"
Yeah.
It's so clean.
Not even
everything's
your
clean.
country, and you had a sense of pride to pick it up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Imagine this
It
fucking
was
piece of
probably
human
some
trash.
Yeah, that
English
guy
person
sucks.
or
Yeah.
American person that was there dropped it.
Yeah,
Right.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
people
me.
here just don't care.
it's fuck. I just rage.
Yeah, I was behind someone. I talked about the podcast too, like a year ago. Behind someone, they just threw some shit out the window. I was like, "What the fuck?"
I didn't know that people did. I didn't know
I
there was a
just don't
thing
get
anymore.
it. I just don't
The
get it.
best thing, like, you just want to get out, pick it up, and just throw it right back in their car.
Right. But I also saw a Russian video though, where some guy gets cut off by a G wagon.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you see that?
Yep.
And he goes up to the car, and I got my Russian friends to translate it for me. And he pulls in front of this G wagon and pulls it over, and he goes up and goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" And the guy in the back is a Russian special spec ops military guy. Rolls down the window with his pistol pointed at him and says, "What do you want?" And he
Think
just goes,
Call of Duty?
and he just goes, "Sorry,
Real
sorry,
life.
sorry," and gets back to his car.
Yeah. Think
Yeah,
like
that's
Call
the
of Duty in real life.
Yeah. You don't confront people in vehicles, especially
No.
in Russia, especially in G wagons.
The look of the stone cold, like,
The guy was just like, "Yes."
how may I help?
So that was awesome. So that's why you don't confront people in vehicles. You just leave the trash on the ground.
Yeah. So 2 Instagram accounts popped up on. One popped up on Instagram recently, and another one's been around, but I just discovered it. First
Right.
one, Instagram account called VW Vortex Forums.
Yes.
Oh my god, it's all the great photos like archived in Vortex that someone has either gone through, saved over the years, or gone back to get them, and now they're reposting them on Instagram. What a fucking walk down memory lane.
Is it really? It's
Is it good
beautiful.
Oh
stuff?
my god, tons of Paul McGrath in there. Like,
Is there?
yeah, it's kind of
Big
spattered
shout.
about other cars. You remember builds, just ridiculous stuff.
Mr.
From, like,
Euro, you remember Mr. Euro?
Mr. Euro, I don't.
Mark IV?
This is like 2 and 3 content.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
this is where the cool stuff was.
Motherfuckers.
So, it's super cool. I suggest you check it out. I've reposted a few of their things because like I remember seeing this car and being, like so fucking psyched about it. And I mean they've got old photos, they've got new photos. New, I mean like 2011ish.
Nice.
But it's all just good stuff. It's like if you were a member of the forums and you kind of spent a lot of time on there. Josh is looking through there now.
Yeah.
Here he goes.
They do heavy dumps, like 1 or 2 a day. They'll do like 15, 20 photos at a drop.
So whoever's running it is efficient. is what
Super
you're saying.
efficient. I run through. I like every single one.
What's the other one? Rich the Photo Man 11?
No, it's actually one you'll be into called Memory Screen.
Memory screen.
It's a Instagram page and it's just like skateboarding clips from like the 90s and 2000s.
Oh boy.
Early, like Flip Sorry, like
Ooh, I love
yeah,
that
Memory
video.
Screen. It's crazy cool. I was never big into skateboarding, but I watched it all.
here we go.
Yeah, Memory Screen. It's fucking awesome. And then the styling, like the fashion of like skateboarding in like the 90s.
You mean how I still dress?
Kind of,
Currently
yeah, a little bit.
dressing?
Yeah, similar. Is awesome. It's just really cool
Oh
to
my
see
god.
this stuff. Someone's devoting so much time to that account because to go through and find all this footage and break it down into short clips and
You know what's funny? There's a BMX one I follow that's like that. I forget what it's called, like 2000s BMX or something,
Yeah.
or I forget what the era is, and I'm sure I'm gonna find it after we talk about this. But same thing.
Yeah.
All these very memorable clips from all the BMX videos I used to watch.
Yeah.
And it's just all that stuff. There's so like this page has a shit ton of Impact Skate Park on it.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome. Super cool.
You know what's great about that is when the people like pros did tricks that are actually semi-achievable.
yeah.
Because
Right.
now I watch skate videos and like,
Yeah, now
I'm
it's
not
just,
going back.
Now it's gymnastics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
now I see that stuff and I'm like, well, it's like a simulation. It's not
yeah,
real.
exactly.
Yeah.
I see stuff then and it's still just as impressive and it's 20 years ago.
Yeah,
Think of how cool it is.
It's impressive, but it's stuff that you could be like, I could do like a shove it to a 5-0.
I mean, you maybe not me.
Oh no, I couldn't, but
yeah.
I could think I might be able
Yeah.
to.
I'll separate a hip.
Yeah. I can just
Full
shove to a
laugh.
5-0. Probably not a
What
nose.
will happen?
But yeah, that's fantastic. What else did I get? I got a truck system.
Oh.
We had another victory?
We get a victory, boys.
Oh boy. Cue the alarm.
There you go.
There we go. Yeah,
There we go. This thing never working. There we go. Truck system victory. Got reached out by Jesse M. Crook, and I'm gonna tell you what. His initial offer brought a tear to my eyes, a tear of joy. Let's go to the story. I have a call back to the truck system. Found a 2011 135i manual. Nice choice. Besides the motor. Oh,
Wait,
actually,
2011 what?
135i.
Oh, okay.
107,000 miles, bone stock, great condition. New tires, brakes, and option exactly how I wanted it. Dirt lot throwdown, had it for 10,900. I hit them, it's 6.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, that's-
we gotta be somewhere substantially below the 10.9. Those people are on crack thinking,
6.
yeah.
You know what that immediately happened? Sales guy gave me directly to the owner. So
Yeah.
when you come in swinging that hard,
Yeah.
directly to the owner. And he
basically, that
mentioned
was-
later he smelt desperation.
I was going to say that was one punch knockout of the first victim.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then-
absolutely.
and
Yeah,
that
your
was-
first line of defense is gone.
Yeah, that was
The
that's
cavalry
complete-
collapsed. You know, you're back at the
brutality.
command tent. I showed zero enthusiasm for the car. Told them it was one of the worst ones I'd ever seen. He said 10 was bottom. I walked. Called me back the next day. Said they could do 9. I wasn't having it. Got him down to 8,300. Walked off with an amazing deal on a great car. Truck system works again.
Bingo.
Yeah. I mean, they're super cool. I mean, to get a car like that.
Oh, they got
So-
mean fucking motors. They're great cars.
I was going to say at 2011, that's still N54.
It's still
right?
an N54.
No, I think that's N55, isn't it?
It was late 2011 going to 2012. So I guess there's a teetering mark there as to what it could be. But it's a cool car. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with that.
No, they're super cool.
Dude, I'll tell you what. For that kind of money, it's the most car you can get.
Yeah.
Again, this was
Turbo
this-
motor,
I was going to say this
6,
car,
small car, rear drive,
like-
stick shift.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a lot of car.
a tune and simple bolt-ons, and the thing's fucking having it.
Yeah, then you just feed it money.
Yeah, exactly.
You replace your fuel pump, and then when the water pump goes, you have to replace that whole system and the thermostat and everything there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's the thought that
The
counts.
starter motor, right, Corey?
You
Yeah.
just feed it money,
The
baby.
starter motor. Wait till the starter motor goes. Give me
No,
a ring.
that car's a ripper, man. Especially if you use it. If you're buying it knowing you're gonna fuck around with it, that's the play.
That's an awesome car to get into if you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna fuck around with this car and I'm gonna work on it, and I know it's gonna take time, and you know,
Absolutely. So, congratulations. You know I love to see a victory, but that opening number of 6.
yeah.
I was thinking
Solid.
for the next air freshener, it should be the Chuck system abbreviation, so
Ooh.
people
Oh,
know when they're
shit.
going to the dealership,
Right,
they
right,
can
right.
remember.
That's fucking solid.
That's a great idea. Jesus. Copyright that.
Duly noted.
That's excellent.
And
Yeah.
on that bombshell,
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's great to see a victory. It's great to see an opening offer. When you do an opening offer like that, you're either getting thrown off the premises or you're going to collapse their first line of defense.
Which
Risky
yeah,
move.
I think he did that.
I think he collapsed that dude's lung.
Yeah, that dude
Um,
left.
Ben, what color are we doing on the sign today?
we're going neon.
You going neon,
Close to neon,
yellow,
as we can.
Going neon
Because
yellow.
you guys can see Josh's
I'm getting a little hot.
top, I guess, is
Get a
his
little warm
blanket.
there?
But
yeah.
check out Chuck in his full sleeveless one. Which I don't
You get a little Hamburg meat coming out the top there.
I think the camera's probably struggling to adjust color.
You just threw that right on the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a suit like that, nobody cares.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to both stand up and quickly face the camera, get a quick screenshot for all the fans?
Give it a quick salute. Suck it in. Suck it in.
This thing used to fit a lot better.
Whoa, there we go,
A
boys.
little gold here. Oh, boy.
2020's been a hell of a year.
Yeah.
Can't sit too comfortable in this baby.
Um,
I remember being a lot looser.
yeah. Ben, what about you? What have you been up to, man? A quick call back to. We haven't seen you in a while.
Well,
Yeah.
so I was saying earlier that this is my third time on the podcast, I think, and in the third studio. Each time I've been here, I've been
I
to a
think you're the
different studio.
first three-peat.
That's
Wow.
right.
It's like
How we
the
it.
Chicago Bulls.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think you're the first three-peat.
Yeah.
For
Well,
sure.
Well, thank you. Since I've last been on, I made a horrible decision to buy a 1983 Porsche 944,
Oh.
which I saw on Facebook Marketplace for $2,800.
What's the
And
color on it?
It is rattle can purple.
Okay. Your
Which-
photos make it look like it's not rattle can. So
It's nice from far, but far from nice.
yeah.
So I do like purple Porsches, and so I saw it, $2,800. Johnny Hart and I took a trip down to almost San Diego to pick it up. It was kind of hot day. Car was a little overheating, but it cooled down. It was good. We drove it back, totally fine. The interior is trashed. I found some good, nice, brand new seats. And a Porsche enthusiast who has multiple 944s. He gave me some tips and a few things that it needed, and it's now running and it's good. Although I went to start it last week and it did not start. So, but
Perfect.
there's power. The battery's working. There's just something that isn't working.
Yeah.
So I was going to drive it out to the desert to Joshua Tree, and ended up taking the mini truck instead because it starts first time every time.
What's
Yeah.
his first tip? Not to buy a 944.
His tip was not, because he has three. He
Oh, boy.
has a 928 with an Audi S8 motor in, which he's putting in.
Misery
Yes,
loves company.
Yeah, an S2 or S4, whatever they are, and then a turbo.
Oh, Jesus. So Magnus Walker.
Basically, Magnus.
Yeah.
I was actually just watching Magnus Walker's second, I guess, tour around his second garage.
Oh, I saw
where
that
he's
on
got
the
all his
tube. Yeah, I didn't watch it yet.
Non-911s. Pretty cool. That
What's
guy's
the-
got some stuff.
Yeah. What's the plans for it? You just want to drive it?
944
enjoy
is
it?
just so we did a motoring club drive and through the canyons, and I was like, I need something to cruise through the canyons with, and so I got that and took it up to Angela's Crest a couple of weeks ago with my friend Dow and his 964, and it was awesome.
How is it overall? Like to drive?
It's pretty nice. The shifting's great, the balance is good. Brakes were not great, so I fixed the brakes, but I bled the brakes actually, but it probably needs upgraded brakes. There's not a lot of power, but again, like shooting through the canyon, second, third, it's pretty good.
It's a good time.
Yeah,
Nice.
I got it for Chuck system with a little bit. I think I got it for $2,200.
There you go.
So
I think
yeah,
that's
but that's the plan.
like
Just-
20% off, right?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
not too
close
bad.
enough.
Yeah, there you
But-
go.
Yeah, it goes pretty well. The idea was just for have something to cruise around in, but my girlfriend just gave her lease back of her. She has a 330 BMW, and now I have my Touareg, which she drives, and then I have the mini truck and the 944,
Time for a new
both
car.
of which.
You are Captain Bad Decision over there, my
Yeah.
friend.
So I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for things, and I saw a 2001 Audi TT gray baseball leather convertible 225 on for $4,800. I messaged the guy with the button that you press, like, is it still available?
Yeah.
He hit me back $3,800. I was like, whoa, that's $1,000 straight off. And the guy's like, I'm having a kid, got to get rid of it. I text my buddy, like, do you want to go and look at this for me? He said, yes. Also, those cars are gay. Do not get one. So I was like, well, I guess I'm not getting that then. So
I think there was a missed opportunity. I think those
Yeah,
cars are on
that
the
would've
uprise
been a-
right now.
I think so too. It's still available. So we'll see. But again, it's stick shift and my girlfriend can't drive it. So I'm like, it would be nice
she
to
can't
have-
drive stick?
Even better.
She,
That's a pretty easy car to learn on.
I mean, I taught her in my mini truck.
Yeah.
Like, so
It's
I
a
mean,
miserable vehicle
With
to
your
learn
guys,
on.
with your buddy's lack of enthusiasm for that platform, I'd send him down there to negotiate for
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
well,
that's
he,
the perfect
he-
person.
He also went 2 weeks ago to look at a Ford Thunderbird, which I think I told you about, but it was like a good year class. I don't know, Thunderbird years like 60s, 70s.
Yeah,
like,
not a 90s or
Not a shit
2000s one, whatever that
Yeah.
thing
So-
was. Yeah.
the guy wanted $8,000 for it. He called him. He got the guy down to $3,800. He turns up. He's like, "I'll give you $1,500 for it." The guy,
Oh, my
yes,
God.
no. Anyway, he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it for $1,500." He looks in the garage. The guy's got an '87 Mustang convertible GT,
Yeah, you sent me
maroon on
that
maroon,
picture.
maroon on maroon, stick shift, immaculate. The guy's like, "I'll give you $2,000 for both," and he walked away with both of them for $2,000.
Oh my
Having gone to
God.
get one for $8,000.
Yeah, this is
So
the guy you need to send down there.
That's
This guy-
seriously.
Chucks. So
He, John Stair said, "Yo, Josh had one dopest hairdresser's car ever."
Seriously.
Yeah,
it's
I had one in the UK, loved it.
it would have been perfect, especially for California.
Crack the heat, crack the heated seats, roof down, you drive it all year round.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean,
magic.
the interior alone is worth a decent amount of money.
I
Yeah,
know it
interiors
had,
are
it
cool
had
stuff, yeah.
aftermarket like gold rims on it. I was like, and it's got that flat gray like
Oh,
Yeah, like
Navarro-
Nimbus,
Little
whatever
Nardo?
it's called, like,
Nimbus or Aviator.
whatever it is. It would look nice.
Yeah.
2 owners,
Yeah. Oh my God, that's perfect.
I
How many
mean, I'm
miles
sure
are on
it's-
that thing?
100 and it was high. I think I want to say it was like 180 or something like that. So it's like 10,000 miles a year. So it's a lot, but again, it's
Yeah.
like
It's a 180.
not-
I mean,
Time-
it's
yeah,
not the end of the
same.
world. Yeah.
Timing belt, maybe a turbo.
yeah, change the
Couple
MAF
turbos,
sensor
yeah.
and those but those plastic blow-off valves, and
Right. Yeah, exactly.
good to go.
There
All
we
the
go.
Yeah. Anyway,
Jesus.
so that's what I've been up to.
Yeah, you've been having some fun, my friend.
A little bit.
How's the Acti?
God, that thing is just the best. Every time I drive it, the amount of thumbs up you get. Anyone wearing a high-vis jacket, anyone wearing a truck, everybody's just like, that is the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen. So I love it. It's good. I drove it out to the desert. It's like a 173-mile drive. I took a detour somewhere else, picked up some furniture in the back of it. I moved house in that thing. It's just the great Johnny Hart and I went to Home Depot to buy some baseboard, and they come like 16 feet strips. Johnny Hart and I thought, yeah, that'll fit in the Acti.
Yeah, 10
so we
feet
had
flying
it,
out.
fully balanced over the top, and it was working.
How much did it droop?
Right, like below the windshield.
It's like a hot sunny morning, you know, like.
And it was, we're cruising along at like 25 miles an hour. It's great. It was bouncing a little bit. The wind picked up. Those things snapped, split everywhere, all over the road. And then we had a lot of 4 foot, 6 foot pieces. But
There you go.
And anyway,
Why
there
pay
you go.
Home Depot to cut it?
Yeah, pre-cut.
Well, no, we needed a piece like 13 feet long. So Johnny Hart just got the chop saw out, and we did 3 shorter pieces to
There you
make
go.
one length.
There you
So-
go. Shit, I might be selling my Acti soon. So get your money right,
Yeah.
listeners.
Get sorted.
Might be getting moved.
Actis are definitely the greatest vehicles.
Best possible truck.
Johnny Hart texted me early, like, maybe I should get a more reliable car because he has a E30 convertible. He's like, so I need something in the
Not
roof. I was
possible.
like, dude, Acti. He's like, yeah, but if I want to go far in it, like yeah, that's fine.
Go
then.
far or slow.
Just yeah.
Everybody
Just leave a
does.
little bit earlier.
I maxed mine out 130.
They'll go
kilometers.
60 miles an hour like cruise.
Mine'll go 112, 110, 112
Yeah,
all day.
160. So yeah, you crush it. Almost
What's-
70 miles an hour there.
What's 110, 112?
Yeah, like 70. But I did 130, so it's
Really?
like 85 or something.
Really? I didn't know it
Hammering.
was
You
that
want to
fast.
get wider.
130. Yeah, 140 is 89. So yeah, 130 is almost 85
You want to
miles an hour.
go? You want to go wider wheels? The stock biscuits, no good.
Yeah, mine has wider wheels as well, and it improved the hell out of that thing.
Right, but your wheels are how wide are yours? They're not. They're not
They're like
15 by
s-
8.
They're like 6s.
stretched rubber.
They're like 13 by 6.
Yeah,
but
you got to
the
go 8.
Same size tires your car has on it. It's fucking ridiculous.
Well, I got mine from a hot boy in Woonsocket off his Civic. So
Desert,
Oh man, I couldn't tell.
desert
I love
cruising
those
on,
wheels.
on
Yeah.
stretch tires.
yeah, that's right.
Oh man. I got one last thing. Little weekend project. We were talked about last time when Nick was here from MR1.
Mm-hmm.
I bought some tracks for my Polaris off him. So tracks are cool.
And I was going to say, if anybody's curious, like, think Grand Tour. Yes, those are the
Yeah,
tracks.
it's the model above the one Hammonds have.
that is the track system.
And I have special insight to how they failed now. So the thing about tracks is that they're powered by the hubs of the car, right? But they're triangles. So if you don't have anything to stop them from flipping over, they'll just flip over.
Right.
So like when I first put them on, I was flexing on them, which is
Yeah.
the picture you've seen on my Instagram.
Yep.
I backed it out of my driveway, took a picture, backed it up a little, flipped the back track over, immediately wondered, why is the back of my truck 9 inches lower than the rest of the car? And then realized tracks are impossible to flip back over by yourself because as soon as you get them up to a point where they'll flip, they change shape and come right back down.
It's just like it's like trying to put too much Jello in a container or something.
Yeah,
It's
so-
just going to mold and mend and do whatever.
So I talked to Jesse about it. He wants to put tracks on his K truck because he's a crazy person.
Yeah.
So he was like, yeah, I'll come over and help you do it. Come over Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Perfect. So he comes over at 7:30 a.m., 7 hours and a dozen stripped to Tractor Supply later, we get tracks on the vehicle.
Yeah, I turned up at like 11:30, 11:59 maybe.
Yeah. And we were like, still we get the backs done right away. There was still a little bit of conceptualizing the front. Because
So-
the back's easy because it
It's
doesn't
not
steer.
Right. It's not going to move.
The front steer. So it's interesting.
So essentially, it needed, a triangle with inner anchor points so it wouldn't flip itself over.
Inner anchor point.
A point.
Yeah, because it
if
needs
you-
to be able to turn.
If it's short enough, it won't flip over either way.
There's got to move
Right,
a
it's
little
just
bit.
gonna-
It's got to
But you need
articulate a bit.
you need to be able to articulate the front like pretty seriously so you can climb up shit
Yep.
without like doing weird shit.
Right.
So a little bit of chain, some C clamps, Redneck Engineering at its finest.
So what are the C clamps doing?
They're on there.
That's so you
still.
can take them off and on.
Okay.
It's actually really well done because Jesse's like a good fabricator and has a brain and stuff.
Yeah.
If I'd done it myself, it would have just been two rods of metal straight to the frame. Those things wouldn't articulate at all. They also wouldn't flip over. So yeah, we got that done. When I was at Tractor Supply, Jesse convinced me to get a Carhartt insulated bib.
Yep. As
The-
one does in case.
The
Fabric feels like cardboard.
oh my no. If the outside fabric does, but the inside's like padded insulation. Oh my god, changed
Like
my
sitting
life.
Inside a Bentley.
Dude, I'll tell you what, never gonna have to insulate my garage. I just get right into it. They unzip up to like your waist, so you can just whatever boots you're wearing, just plop them through.
Yeah.
When you unzip the leg, it looks like a fucking rifle case
So
because the outside's black and like that hard fabric, and the inside is like quilted, beautiful.
They
Shit.
zip
So-
up to the hip, so it looked like he was in Magic Mike and he was just going to rip
Yeah,
them
yeah,
off. And
rip
just, like,
right off.
strip right off.
So bibs year round is what you're saying.
Yeah, and it was cold in my garage to the point where like my compressor froze,
Oh,
and I was
wow.
like, "Why is the compressor?" I'm trying to use the Wizzy wheel, and the compressor won't turn on.
Yeah.
So that was that cold. We fixed a bunch. So I almost cut my finger off with we had to switch the grinder wheel around a bunch. I got a flappy wheel, the best thing that's ever happened to me. But so I just instead of chucking the guard on, I just chucked a cut wheel on, and I was cutting some chain.
Just real quick. No,
Missed,
nothing
cut
ever
through my
happens.
glove, cut my hand, dropped it, cut the counter. It was a full on chuck operation.
Could have been real
Jesse,
bad.
Jesse set his hand on fire.
Jesse set his hand. Yeah, Jesse just welded something and then tried to pick it up, which I've done before.
Oh wow.
And he's like, I'm like, what happened? He's like, I just picked it up well. I was like, well, the snow outside. It's found outside, like melted rubber glove in his hand.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah. It was incredible. But yeah, Carhartt bibs, man. If you get the quilted ones, they're crazy. Changed my life.
You can also get the matching quilted croc inserts as well, right? So you can go full quilted bib.
Oh,
quilted
you could.
Crocs.
I mean, my Crocs are the fur ones that Blake provided. They're
Yeah.
great. I also have a Carhartt quilted jacket. I mean, I look like a hardworking man. I could fool anybody in this outfit.
Or Providence Hipster, either one.
Or Providence Hipster, either way. So having a vehicle with tracks, I talked to you guys the first day I did it, and you both asked, what are tracks like? And I was like, well, have you ever driven a pickup truck with 4 flat tires? That is what tracks seem to be like on day one. The company that makes them matte tracks don't seem to want to put a lot of information out there so you don't make your own anti-rotation brackets because they're $800.
Right.
But some guy in Switzerland uploaded the PDF, and I looked at the setup of my tracks, and I was like, uh-oh, that's wrong. Because they're shape changing. So there's pretty much this would be great if anyone ever buys these things. There are adjustment screws on either side on the bottom of the track.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things in bold letters was like, never have them all the way, the jam nut and the nut all the way together. It'll collapse the spring. Both my front ones, jam nut was all the way up. Backed it off a 1/4 inch. Fucked with the back one, so it's always pulling a little bit of a wheelie on the front.
Yep.
It's like driving a fucking Cadillac.
Nice and smooth.
Dude, it's so smooth, it's ridiculous.
Better than you fixed it since.
Yeah,
whatever
since
it
we
was?
drove
Okay.
it. It was to the point where I was just like, when I got them, I was like, if someone paid full price for these, you'd be like, I can't believe how much money I just wasted.
Yeah. Oh, right. They'd be
Because
angry.
it was just, it rode like such rad ass.
Yeah.
With them working correctly, like they drive awesome. If you hit a big rock or something, yeah, of course it's gonna rock around a bit because you never notice how much actual suspension tires give until you don't have tires on a vehicle.
Yeah.
Like tires, you can just slam a rock and kind of bounce off a little bit. It's fine.
Right. There's a
The
bit
suspension
of
takes it.
rocks.
Yeah, exactly. This thing, the tread kind of takes it all. But anyways, it's gonna be awesome in the snow. It's fun right now. It sounds like a tank driving around.
It can drive up anything.
Yeah, you could. We found that out after running it. It became like actually looking at the instruction manual for these things. You have to grease them every 8 hours.
Yeah.
Like farm tractor, the whatever the Zerk fittings with grease guns every 8 hours. I mean, it's actually like a serious thing to own. They're really fucking expensive, apparently.
It takes There's
So like
takes
I
more.
greased the whole fucking thing. It's really going good now. But man, if I were in Zimbabwe or wherever not greasing these things, I'd imagine they would explode.
Madagascar?
Perhaps,
Yeah,
perhaps
Madagascar.
fall off during a long journey.
Oh my god, if we can talk about that movie later. But
Yeah.
But it's funny because like now all my YouTube things are track things, you know, and I have some YouTube track stuff
Right, you
later.
searched
But
once and that was it.
it's funny. Once we get good snow, we can do a video on it because it's going to be hilarious in the snow. Right now, it's just like slow and it'll go up anything, but there's only so much shit in my yard that's hard to go up in the first place.
Yeah. What
Like-
about like if we get some heavy rain, like a good mud?
Oh yeah, it doesn't care
We
about
went
mud
through
at
a
all.
stream like nothing.
Yeah, but it would go through that stream. Usually, I guess it wouldn't go so easily through it. Yeah, I mean, if you want to, I have like mud bog shit in my backyard that we can take it through.
I was just wondering if like if you got the urge to go tracking,
Oh, we
you
did.
could. Yeah.
We went through the mud.
Yeah, so you guys did a bunch of tracking.
Yeah, we get some. Yeah, we can. I mean, there's a lot of trails back there. We can do some crazy shit with it. I just really don't want to break them deep in the woods.
Right.
Because,
Where snow is.
but
gonna,
at the same idea, like if they break them deep in the woods, you just hike out and bring tires back. There's nothing like riding a bunch of ATV tires on a 150 dirt bike, you know?
You should just leave 2 tires in the back.
Yeah, that's really smart, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably gonna do that.
I mean, because all 4
And a
are going to
jack.
break, right?
And a jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it literally just whatever 4 bolts to the hub that take it off? If you need to.
Yeah, but it's really just. It's that easy when you're in a garage. When you're out in the
Oh, yeah,
woods,
no,
like
yeah, you need like
I've like lost a dirt bike chain in the woods
Yeah,
and been like,
it's
well,
gonna
this is
suck.
really easy, and it just fucking sucks.
yeah.
I can't even imagine pulling a 100-pound track off the back of an ATV that deep in the woods.
Right.
Like,
you need.
And you got to rotate the wheel to be able to take the wheel off.
yeah, because it's
the
hardly
bolts-
accessible.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay.
Like they don't line up because the track's
you
in the
can't-
way. So
they're
you got
not
to like
visible.
rotate it half.
Yeah, exactly. Because I
Half a
rotated it
rotation.
all the way over, and it was tightening the same thing again. I'm out here putting 90 pounds on the thing, and it's calling for 35.
Oh
So
my God.
Wonder why it was so light. Did we talk? Oh, because it's the thread pitch.
the head pitch,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, tracks on an ATV are crazy. I originally wanted to put them on my K truck as well, like to make, and mounts wouldn't be that hard to make for it. It'd be kind of the same rig that we just did.
Yeah.
I would feel even less bad about welding to shit on the K truck, but I don't know how smart that is.
Would it move? Would it have enough power?
Yeah, yeah. Because I mean, I think they have the same. Yeah,
K
but
truck
my-
has a little bit more, technically.
no, I don't think so. I think that the Polaris
Motor's
has
bigger, but
40,
it's-
Yeah.
and the K truck has
36.
30 something. But it's almost the same.
It'd be comparable, right?
I
But you
just
need
don't
to lift
think.
it high. You said there's less travel, obviously.
I
with
think
it-
I'd probably
with
have to
the
lift
Agti.
it. I
Yeah.
think it would be. It would suck to drive it on the road.
Oh yeah.
Like really, really suck.
Yeah. Even at its smoothest
Yes,
setup.
there's no
it would just-
no
there
suspension.
wouldn't
It's
be-
just
yeah.
Yeah, because we got to remember the K truck also has like maybe a quarter inch of suspension travel as
Right.
it is with those coilovers on it. So yeah, it would be hilarious. It would make great content. So maybe we'll do it. But it would just take an enormous amount of effort. And I honestly think I'd put them on and then be like, all right, well, that was enough. Never going to do that again.
Right. Right.
So now I'm shopping for bigger Polaris Rangers
Dude,
for my tracks, you know,
you gotta be-
because the tracks are worth just about as much as mine is worth.
Now, what if you need to replace the treads? Are the treads replaceable?
Treads are replaceable. It looks like a bitch to do, but I mean, if you can time it so you do it in the off season, because I wouldn't say you wouldn't ever run them in the summer, but I just don't. If there wasn't like at least a threat of snow, I don't know why you'd run these
Yeah.
instead of, unless you live on the side of a mountain and have to crawl up stuff. So yeah, if you can do it in the summer when you have time and have them off, like I'm gonna keep them in this building because there's no place to keep them in my garage. They're
Yeah.
just too
They're
big.
huge, yeah.
But yeah, my tracks have seen some days, so I think I'll probably replace them.
Well, you just
I'm-
cut the old ones off, but how do you get the new ones on?
Just cut them and zip tie them.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, that's what I was wondering if it was, if they shipped in a one piece, if you will. You got
They ship in one piece. What you got to do is you take those retention springs I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
really tighten them up so they can
You,
press.
no, yeah, you back them all the way out. So basically, the little wheels that tighten the things just
pull in,
dump in, and then
yeah.
you can pull a compression spring out. You can just slap them on.
Yeah, and then right. Ultimately,
It's a
give
bitch
it-
to do
give
in the
it res-
woods
yeah.
if you detrack it in the woods. But if you're in a garage, it's the same thing. Like
Right.
you'll be fine. So yeah, I don't know. I'm really scared at how much those treads are going to cost.
Right.
Because I would think because the company's the only company that sells them, it's going to be something ridiculous. It's going to be like $800 a corner is what
Yeah.
I would expect.
Yeah.
Jeez, I was thinking it'd be like $100 a corner, something like that. My perception of what things cost is so fucked.
The treads are.
It's like you're stuck in a '90s leisure.
89, yeah.
I'm pretty sure the treads new were $2,000 a corner. The whole unit new is $2,000 a corner.
Yeah, so you think, I mean, The little rubber parts are the most insignificant part.
$500.
Yeah, but
just
you
wondering.
would think that the anti-rotation mounts would be. It's cut a little bit of metal.
No,
What are they
that's
called?
you. Me, I would think that's like the most integral part of that.
What are they called?
Mat tracks. You can't find the price. Oh, maybe you can find the price online. XT is the name of the
Yeah,
model.
I mean the anti-rotation mounts. I would think that's an integral part of the whole operation.
So you think they just give the tracks away?
Yeah, I think
I
that's,
hope
Wear
so.
and- wear and tear,
If I
right?
could get a set for $1,000, I'll buy them right now.
because that's like a wear and tear item, you know. So like they got to get their money out of the anti-rotation mounts. I mean, they
Sure.
must actually probably cost $50 to make. So
I don't think they often have to be replaced.
Yeah.
To be honest, unless you're running them on the street all the time.
Yeah.
But Josh is looking them up. You just look up Mat Track XT treads.
fingers are furiously moving over there.
If any of the listeners know, hit me up. If you're
Trying
any
to-
listeners a dealer,
I'm
let
just
me get a
trying to
price.
find replacement rubber.
Yeah, I think they're the only ones that make it.
Yeah.
If you have if you have a skid steer with rubber tracks, you can find all sorts of different guys that knock them off. But
Yeah.
these guys,
I know if there was like a Goodyear or Continental, you know, Bridgestone, you know, there's all these different
I
companies
wish.
making them.
you know, for like the half track that I drove at Ben's house, they were just like Bridgestones. They weren't that much money.
Gotcha.
They were $1,000, but I think the thing was huge.
It was how long was the track?
Oh, it was
on either
massive,
side?
dude.
10 feet, 12
Absolutely
feet?
massive. Yeah, at least. So I think these guys are kind of the premier track guys. Like they don't have dealers. You got to call them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, and even quickly, you know, I stumbled upon Pirate 4x4, whatever. It just says supply and demand. Like they're the only ones, so that's why there's just an argument going on.
Oh, so they charge you fuck you money for
Right.
it.
Does anybody?
yeah.
Do they say about what it costs?
No, I didn't see.
I can't even imagine how ridiculous it would be to like put them on a sports car like they do in the Grand Tour, or
Yeah.
put them on like even a Raptor. I know there's more travel and stuff on those, but like you see Ken
Uncomfortable.
Block drive them on the fucking like highway and stuff. You're like, whoa.
They're
But
not,
there's a lot more suspension on that.
It was not that comfortable driving up your driveway.
No, but it's way better now. It's like it's ridiculous how much better it is with just that
That's right.
adjustment because those wheels wouldn't. So your front wheels were just like stone at that point. So it was
Yeah.
like just driving on rocks.
Rocks.
Josh,
Yeah,
you
I
find
just get to the catalog and part numbers and then call and all that sort of stuff. So
Hit
Oh.
the stone wall.
That's
Yeah.
that's another air conditioning idea. Is a rock
who?
Oh, air freshener.
air freshener. Sorry.
oh,
Air
just
freshener.
yeah,
Just a
that's-
rock.
You threw air conditioning. I'm like,
Sorry,
what
air
did I miss?
conditioning.
Like,
So, anyways, yeah, it's
Cake on
awesome.
one
It's
side,
a lot
rock
of
on
fun.
the
We'll
other.
do some videos with them.
yeah.
But if anybody knows
Yeah,
how
I
much the
was-
treads
yeah,
cost,
cake
holla at your
and
boy. Anyone's getting extra Matt Terex XT
Yeah.
treads.
That they want to get rid of for cheap.
I'm your man. I don't want the whole unit.
Any other callbacks before we get into the boys?
That's all I got.
News.
Oh,
This is Corey's moment right now.
there we are.
Shuffling the papers.
The news.
What do we got? Who's going
There was
first?
not much news this week.
Not much going on. No.
No. Who'd have thought? You know, in the week in between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh, I got some news.
Okay.
Well, boys, Bremash is going to sell Russian-made SUVs and trucks in America.
Who?
Wow.
B-R-E-M-A-C-H. Bremash?
Never even heard of him.
It was an Italian like heavy truck builder
Mm-hmm.
that kind of collapsed in Italy last year or the year before. The U.S. side of it stayed open.
Yep.
And they are now going to import Russian UAZs.
To the U.S.
Yes. Like the UAZ Patriot, which you can look up. It's hilarious looking. It's underpowered. It has a pickup truck model that I'm really into. The UAZ are the Jeep-like vehicles from Chernobyl.
Right.
They kind of got popularity from that, which is not a great thing to get popularity for.
No.
But yeah, they're bringing it. It's a body-on-frame SUV. It's coming to the States. They're good for crawling, they're good for off-road, and they are cheap. They're like 20-ish, 28 grand for a big boy, I think.
I wonder.
It kind of looks like a really
what kind of
ugly
engine
4Runner.
does it have in it?
It's like a 6-cylinder low displacement, 2.6 maybe.
Is it a
2
diesel?
points. Looks like there are multiple motors. 2.7, 2.6, 2.3,
Oh,
2.3 diesel,
we're going the wrong way.
2.2 diesel. 5-speed manual transmission, and well, it doesn't say automatic either, but in some of them, yeah, it's coming to America in 2022.
There you go, boys. It's an Italian company bringing a Russian-made vehicle to America. What could go wrong?
Or they're just planning.
They said they're pushing it. I mean, AK-47.
No, I mean like the Russians just planning.
Yeah, they're always
Get all their stuff here first.
Exactly.
Take
Then
it over.
take over the world.
Exactly.
Oh,
Take it
right,
over.
invade our
So they
shores.
already got their shit here. Right.
No, that's a good call.
Right.
It's gonna be like the Trojan horse.
Exactly. Bro.
Be a hidden man on each side of every single one.
Exactly.
They're going to
It's a
price
little
this thing perfectly. It's going to be a hit. It's going to be,
take
hundreds
over.
of thousands of them. Brymark will charge. Oh wait, that's a Taos. I thought it was really cheap. $26,000. Taos.
Or the Teos. I don't know how they pronounce it in
Taos,
Russia.
Want a truck? Blah blah blah.
So, but I think, I mean,
Taos.
remember, AK-47s are Russian and they're good. So maybe this will be the same. Maybe the AK-47 of vehicles.
I mean, it looks cool.
Yeah.
The symbol on the front is interesting.
I
I mean, they can look cool.
don't know. I'd like to see one in person.
The pickup truck
okay.
one's cool.
No, go back 2 pictures, Josh. The way the rear opens,
Oh,
Next
go
one.
forward. Yeah,
it
it opens like a door.
opens
Swing
like a door instead of like a hatch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's cool.
I
Easy
think
load
they've
in,
been
load
making
out.
this
Well, that's to
vehicle.
provide cover
Yeah.
when you're in a firefight.
I'm pretty sure they've been making this vehicle as is for multiple decades.
I mean, it looks
UAZ.
very.
They're a fan of the
simple.
Nissan model.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of that,
So, anyways, those are coming here. So, if you boys want to get one of the UAZ Patriot, which
Yep.
is an awesome name for it, Brandmosh might be changing the name. I don't know. I think they were actually changing the names on them. But, anyways, you want a body-on-frame SUV made in Russia? This is the one for you.
that's it.
So, yeah, hit them up now. Pre-orders. I think it's $100. No,
Probably.
$100 looks like a Cybertruck.
it's a full diesel.
This isn't really news, but it's just funny because it just came up on my Instagram. 2021 Ram TRX rolls over before it even makes it off the assembly line.
Oh no!
Oh, that sounds perfect. That
Oh,
reminds me of a
no.
previous Dodge fast truck.
I don't know how this is possible
Let's hear it.
because they're on a flat, like assembly line.
Nope, I've seen
Not only
Dodge just flip over on flat before.
flat assembly line. Does the floor move?
The floor moves.
Okay, so there is possibilities there, but it probably travels at less than a mile per hour.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
I'm thinking somebody left something like a foreign chair
Maybe a banana peel.
in a banana peel. Perfect. Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Your train of thought is right there.
Honestly, it looks like there's a pit
On the
and it might have
track.
fallen in the pit and tipped over.
Right,
but
just left it on the track, and you know how things go on a conveyor
Yeah.
belt. It just one thing led to another. Ass over tea kettle. Here we are.
hey, even on its side, it looks beefy.
Apparently, those things are incredible. Web Bland, who was taking the photos,
Yep.
told me, he's like, they were hammering those things, crazy jumps. They just unaffected.
We read some of his little captions and story times of when he photographed it.
Yeah.
What was the one, Josh? You said he got
blasted by rocks when
Yeah.
it was doing donuts in the.
He said the thing is incredible.
yeah. Lieberman also went on forever about how amazing it was.
I don't think they're the most attractive things, but I used to see him like driving down the street in LA all the time, like
Right, covered and
wrapped
yeah,
up.
yeah.
But I mean, apparently they're incredible.
Not a great sign to flip over on the assembly line, but listen, stuff happens.
Yeah. This is it's like the equivalent of a car falling off the lift at an auto shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Not good.
It's not great.
not a solid day.
I just happened to open my phone and there it was staring me right in the face.
They just buff that baby out, throw it back on the line.
Sort of like that RS6 I keep seeing that's been totaled already.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, an R6 got totaled already?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds right.
I don't know the story, but I'm sure it was somebody's fault.
I read an interesting article, boys,
Yes.
on EV Pulse, which is an EV.
Company?
No. It's like an EV bloggy thing.
Oh, okay. All right.
Your boy Chad Kirchner, Tesla Model 3. He had he was driving on the highway, autopilot, 75 miles an hour, and the dash totally crashed. Like the computer, not the whole car.
Right.
Infotainment crash, screen went blank, auto climate control started blowing at medium, and he lost all audio. He realized that when he was listening to something, it was like, well, that just went off. Whole thing went down. Autopilot remained engaged, but there was no way to visually confirm at all that autopilot was still on. Obviously, the giant accident would tell you if it wasn't.
Right.
No speedo. This is all on that screen. No headlight indication. No speed indication. You put blinkers on, you don't know if they're actually coming on because
Right.
there's no feedback. And after several minutes, the system rebooted. and he was stating that it's totally unacceptable. I know I read an article on it in Jalopnik, and all the guys in the Tesla subreddit,
Yeah.
which is the worst place to post
Oh my
anything.
God.
Not just Tesla, just Reddit, period.
Yeah.
We're blasting him about how that's totally fine. It's going to happen from time to time.
That's not okay.
And that is not okay
I
at
don't,
all.
right.
I mean, I'm a big Tesla defender.
I was
but
gonna say,
you
I don't
just
care.
can't have that go.
I don't care how big
Yeah.
of a Tesla shill anybody is. That's not right.
That's scary.
Yeah.
That is very scary.
That's like
And he was like, "Well, I could still steer it. I could have pulled over to the side of the highway, but pulling over to the side of the highway is not exactly the best place to pull over." Like,
yeah.
Right.
so yeah, whole screen crashed.
he quite literally stayed in his lane.
He did.
Yeah. He
Flying,
made it all right.
flying blind.
Yeah.
Literally
Interesting
flying
that it stayed in autopilot, but I mean, it is a totally different system, so it makes sense that it was just like the visual crash, but it can
Right.
I don't know, not good.
To piggyback on that, is the state of Arizona, I believe, is now issuing fines for drivers who are
On autopilot.
tricking their autopilot systems with like water bottles or like things taped to the steering wheel.
Right, because it's
To like
senses something.
override.
Right.
I
right.
didn't know that was a big enough problem. We've heard
Bit of a-
about it, but
bit
I
of
didn't
a
know it was like
hack.
a big enough problem to like come out and be like, yeah, we have to start fining people because of this.
Well, boys, you know what that means? Time to get trickier.
Yeah.
Yeah. People are gonna
Tricky.
If you can get live human hands cut off,
put their
slap them on,
put
and
their
live in
schmenzer,
them.
Yeah.
put somebody's
I
schmenzer.
think it's like a
tape,
$250 fine.
tape your schmenzer to the bottom of the steering wheel.
Yeah, what's
Yeah.
better than that? I mean, you could just leave your hands on the wheel.
Yeah, I don't know. What's the big deal?
I mean, you could be reading a book. I don't know, flipping through a magazine.
I mean, I've never driven one, but I don't think it requires very much from what I'm told and what I read.
I've driven one. You just kind of just oddly hold the
Yeah,
steering
but like
wheel
going down the
lightly.
highway for a long period of time, like once in a blue moon, it asks
Oh, you can crawl
to,
in the back seat.
Yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
but it asks you to kind of pay attention once in a blue moon.
Yeah, right before you crash.
How how hard is it just to like tap the wheel and be like, oh yeah, I'm still here.
Right.
Well, that's the question. Like, with this thing on autopilot and him and it being off, could it tell him, "Hey, man, you got to touch the wheel"? There's there's no display.
I mean, I guess if he wasn't drifting out of the lane, then I think you got to be pretty secure with that, right? So if you there's a bend coming up or any kind of pitch in the road, and you can see the car staying in its lane.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. It was still lane centering,
Yeah.
so that's how you can tell if a Tesla's an autopilot. If you're behind it and it's like dead center in the lane,
Put
Yeah.
it
put a
never gets
warm-
out.
warm sausage on a stick. If
Yeah,
you're sitting in the
actually,
back,
that's not a bad idea.
touch
Heat up
it
a
every
couple
now and
sausages,
again.
duct tape them to the wheel. All kinds of good ideas coming out of this
Frankfurter.
podcast.
a bunch of stuff. There is I think I got lost in a Twitter thread.
Oh Jesus!
I don't know. Could have been 6 months ago.
Oh wow!
About
Sausage?
and this stuck with me. About a employee who works at Tesla who posted a picture with no hands on the wheel on a particular stretch of highway where a former employee who worked for Tesla died because he put all of his faith in the autopilot.
Oh wow!
And it was like a virtue signaling post where he was just like, I'm flying through the spot that, I don't know, fucking Dave flew through. And now we're doing this because of him. He sacrificed. And it's just like, that's the level of Tesla deal, mind bending.
It's Scientology.
It's just like, dude,
You're not allowed to talk about Twitter anymore.
please just stop.
He signed a
I'm
billion
upset you
contract.
brought that up.
Yeah.
It just, and I'm just like, oh my fucking word.
Jesus,
it's
this seems
cult,
more insulting than thankful.
it's cult like. Right,
Yeah, it is,
exactly.
it is.
It just thought. So, the scary part is that the people that are on the highway that think like that as well and think it's okay. Like, no, you're still, this is not a functioning thing. Not there. Not yet.
Yeah, I mean, you just gotta pay a little attention.
Right. Sausage on the wheel.
Unless
whatever.
obviously all the dashes crash, in which case you can't pay attention.
Then you're just along for the ride.
They just pop in the back seat.
Jesus took the wheel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
big shout.
Ben, you see a lot of Teslas out in California?
All of them.
Really?
All of them. Yeah.
It wasn't there some alarming number of like the amount of Teslas sold in the United States, how many went to California?
So I remember when I first moved to LA, like you would go down the street and every other car was a Prius. Like there was
Yeah.
11 on my block. And I think that's the same for
Tesla now?
Teslas a lot. They're just everywhere.
Yeah, I should.
The thing
Yeah.
is, obviously, there's the charging stations you go past, and there's always cars lined up for the charging stations, because a lot of people don't have.
So they're
If they
queuing
live in
up.
an apartment or something, like maybe they don't have, a charging space available, or they're driving someone, they have to pull off the freeway to charge. So that would be something. But my friend had an e-Golf, and then he upgraded, got a Tesla Model 3, and he loves it. He drove him and his wife and kids to Dallas from California and back, and they were like, it was great with the kids. Fine, they drove. They'd stop every so often, charge it up, have a break, keep going. He said it was not an issue. And they have another car as well that they just would like, we'll take the Tesla. It's better. The kids love there's like a whoopee cushion mode. So
Yeah. Oh yeah.
like all the games
The
and stuff.
fireplace, all that bullshit.
Did you
love that.
see? Apparently, you can upload your own horn
Noise now. Yeah, that's a new thing. Yeah.
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 Rocks,
rocks, rocks,
you
rocks.
could have literally whatever in MP3
That's
form.
amazing.
Young man.
Fucking right.
Um,
right.
I know my buddy has a Tesla in LA, and he doesn't have any type of 220 at all, and he just charges it with an extension cord.
How long does it take?
All night.
I don't think it's ever been full.
Well, it's good, I guess.
But it's like we don't drive it that far. We put like a couple miles on it every day, so it's not the end of the world for us. 'Cause we don't drive it that much. So,
Yeah.
but it charges very, very slowly.
Top selling car in California this year and last year was the Model 3.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Wow.
That
Okay.
that wasn't even a total number of how many have been sold in California as a combined, but just to be the top selling car in California alone, being Model 3.
Which is interesting because obviously California is like the biggest population in America, and then the F-150 has been the highest selling vehicle forever.
yeah,
And then suddenly like
the Model 3 beat it.
Yeah,
Probably more versatile too.
maybe.
I don't know.
Certainly easier to park.
Yeah, probably. I'd imagine easier to park.
Yeah.
What about Model Ys? See a lot of Model Ys out there?
I've seen a few. I quite like them.
Do you?
Yeah,
I'm
quite like
kind
the
of
shape.
a little undecided. I've always seen them in motion. I wanna kind of check one out parked, sitting still.
I think they look.
Buddy
pretty
of mine
good.
got one. He really likes it.
I do need a new car, as I said, but I'm still holding out for the Cybertruck. I got my $100.
Yeah,
down.
$100 on it already,
But
man.
I'm like, what do I do? Do I get another car for a year or two or 5 until it comes out, or do
Yeah.
I just
Have they-
wait for it?
Do I get a couple cars here and there?
Right. Sign a lease, 3 years. Have they sent you any updates whatsoever?
Nope.
So just a confirmation email, about a year ago now? we're
I was
pushing?
at the airport leaving Rhode Island. I was in Boston Airport, and the Wi-Fi was really bad, and I had the order up on my laptop and my phone. I was trying to get one at the same time. As an idiot, I am trying to give Elon
Just
$100.
make sure.
That's amazing.
Just making sure.
Yeah.
Got to get
But,
locked in, man.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Hopefully 2021, they said. So it's
Gonna
probably
be a great year.
2023.
Maybe. I know we've talked about the Ford Bronco, but I
Yes.
can't remember, Corey, if you get into the nitty gritty of the new steel associated with this build.
No, I mean my assumption this whole time was that they were probably using the same aluminum they use in the F-150.
So the 2021 Ford Bronco obviously is all the rage. One of the reasons for the low price is that its construction utilizes
Pig iron.
it's actually steel and body and frame in lieu of lighter and more expensive materials. It actually used or worked with this company, Ford did. I'm gonna fucking butcher this name.
Go ahead.
ArcelorMittal.
Asslord?
ArcelorMittal. ArcelorMittal.
Asslord metal.
ArcelorMittal.
Yes.
So basically, this is a Generation 3 steel alloy that can be drawn into thinner and lighter shapes. So it actually is steel, but it's just thinner and lighter, obviously saving weight. But apparently that's going to be used on the Ford Bronco, which equates up to about 35% thinner than before, while still providing the same rigidity and obviously function. But it was just interesting. This is going to be, we could see more of this ass steel.
So it's an ultra thin.
Sheepskin.
Feather.
Yeah. Well,
You
it's
know-
good, man. They got to look out for the boys sometimes.
Yeah,
You know?
from the ArcelorMittal.
Yeah. The ass metal.
No, that's interesting. I don't know. I mean, why they have to get involved in all this different stuff. I don't really think they pass the savings on to the consumer because it's not cheap.
Oh no, they certainly don't. Yeah, no,
Um,
this is just cheaper for them to make. Or they
Yeah.
can stretch that steel further.
Yeah. I guess I don't really know the process of.
I thought the Bronco was going to be out, but I saw the Bronco Sport, like I
Sport.
sent you guys a picture
Yeah.
of last week, and I thought they weren't going to be out till next year. So,
So yeah, the Bronco
but again,
Sport.
it looks like a like an Escape.
Yeah.
Right.
Bronco, yeah,
It
Bronco
is an
Sports
Escape.
Yeah,
currently
that's what it
out.
is.
You could probably go to a dealership and
Yeah,
find
they
one of
do.
those. Whereas the actual,
Actual Bronco is
Yeah.
not. Yes.
OJ edition not out yet.
Yeah. I
Coming,
think it's sometime next year. They're
Glove
assuming.
included.
I
Driving
think,
gloves.
Did they get delayed? I think they got delayed a little bit for some reason. I can't remember, or at least a version of them got delayed.
Anything that says
Something got
delayed.
delayed this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't even bother with it anymore because it's like, oh yeah,
Time is just a suggestion
Yeah.
now. It doesn't matter. So I'm not going to get into this story, but I thought the headline was hilarious. From Motor1.com.
Yep.
Nissan explains what went wrong. Admits its vehicles are aged.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it just is an article. At least they're aware. They're self-aware.
I saw a Buick convertible of some sort today, which I didn't know was a thing.
Yeah,
And
Buick.
it looked like a Maxima convertible. That's all.
a Buick convertible.
Yes.
Oh, is that the one with the taillight in the trunk as well?
Right.
I think
that
it's the
thing.
latrine.
Yeah, Laloo. Yes, that is correct because it's got dual tails. Dual.
I didn't even
tails.
see the. I was just like, is that a convertible Maxima? That looks sharp.
Oh, you can't even see. Yeah, you won't see the second set of tails unless the rear is open.
That's what I was trying for. No open rears for me.
Ultra thins. Let's see. What else do we have for news?
All I got is videos.
Okay.
Time for a video.
Time for a video.
Well, I did have one more thing.
Let's see what we got.
It's just another. I'm not going to get into the article, but
The Buick news.
McLaren CEO says no to SUVs again. But
Yeah, give him another month.
but hybrids are a necessity. We'll see how long they hold strong. to
Yeah,
that.
Ferrari said no for a little while too.
Right. Ferrari did. I mean, now I think now it's just a staple. If you're going to be a supercar maker, you have to have an SUV to get.
McLaren's like, listen, we got
Pay the
enough
bills.
problems making cars work electronically.
Yeah.
Give us a little bit more time.
Don't
What's the
throw
cost of entry on a McLaren?
one and change, 160, 170, I think.
So the one Josh and I
for,
drove was a cheapo one,
yeah,
wasn't it?
it was. So that one's not around anymore. That was the 570S. Is it 650 or 600?
So, I mean, I don't want to say it's affordable, but it seems more reasonable to get into than like if you wanted to get into a Ferrari or something like that.
Or Bugatti. A
Yeah.
Bugatti SUV.
Bentley?
Bugatti.
Oh, I didn't know Bugatti made one.
Not yet.
What's the name of it?
Charrot? I don't know.
Shahoo?
Shahoo?
So I don't know. Maybe McLaren makes their bread and butter on their entry level models.
So I wanted to look quickly because I knew there was the Sport Series, Super Series, Ultimate Series. Sport Series, I think, was the entry level before. However, I don't know where that new GT series.
Wait, did they get rid of the numbers?
They did get rid of some of the numbers. I think they were changing their.
I see words, and that upsets
Wasn't
me.
that Louis Vega? Don't they have a name for this thing now?
The Mambo number 5.
Actually, no,
I
you know
think it was
what?
a Mambo number 5.
It's a 540.
Mumbo 5.
Let me just pop on to another website.
Yeah, I just
here.
think if they have an
Oh my god.
entry level priced supercar, let's call it, they're probably just piggybacking off of that.
They should name him after all the girls mentioned in the Mambo number 5 song. The McLaren
Monica.
the McLaren Trina,
Yeah.
Gina.
Oh boy.
Arena.
All right. So
Jessica.
yeah, it's not the McLaren GT is not the entry level one.
No, it
because
certainly is not. I
that's
could have
at-
told you that for sure.
That's at 250.
570S,
Maybe
what do
it's
we
the
got?
570. Contact.
It's
for
the lowest number.
availability. And of course, they're not going to have anything in stock because why would they?
That's all right.
Give me a minute here. 570S. Yeah, contact us. No pricing.
263 ravioli.
Thanks for nothing. There we go. I don't know what they start at.
578 fettuccine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. They make beautiful cars. I imagine it would make a interesting looking SUV.
I think the Sports Series low end 600 LT is where, let's call it entry level, if you will.
Yeah.
Where they start anyway.
Okay.
What that price is, I don't know. 180.
What it do? Yeah, probably 180ish.
I'd assume.
Yeah, because
so.
at that point, what is a GTR?
Same. Price.
125 at GTR.
No, didn't they get up really stupid
No, for like
high?
the big, the
Black
expensive one.
Nismo
I think
triple
they're like
diamond.
100, aren't they, for the shittiest
I think they
GTR?
start at like, yeah, 100.
Because you think
You
of
sound-
an
it starts.
R8.
Holy shit! It starts at 113.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a hell of a car at 113.
Nah, I get a
R8.
base Boxster.
You get a base box?
For
there?
Base
$5
level
grand.
Boxster.
Yeah. I don't know.
At 113? What else are you going to get for 113 that's going to be better than that?
Corvette, 60 grand.
Nope.
I mean,
Two of 'em.
GT4. It's not going to be. It's different.
GT4 is a good car.
That's,
Not,
that's
not
GT4 is
GTR
very
fast.
it was our best car. It was top one.
What?
Remember, we had best car. I forgot what we did.
We did something. We all came to an agreement that GT4 was Best Buy at a certain price point.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe that
yeah,
price
yeah,
point-
yeah,
yeah.
It was that.
Holy shit!
What?
GTR Nismo.
Yeah.
Just take a wild guess. Top tier. This-
195.
No.
210.
$210,740.
Second try. Come on, boys.
Uh,
That was pretty good.
yeah, I don't know. You got to have a serious hankering
My
for a
You'd
Nissan
be a
badge.
serious fucking idiot to buy that car for 210 grand.
Yeah,
I mean,
Holy
God, there's
fuck.
a lot of cars out there for 210.
Oh
210 grand.
Give me that
God.
V10 R8, boy.
Shouts to Kelvin.
Shouts to Kelvin.
Apparently, there's only clearly Nissan is readying up to get rid of this thing. There's only two versions: GTR Premium, at least from what this website is telling me. GTR Nismo and GTR Premium, one for 113 and one for 210.
113, it sounds like a deal. 210, there's something wrong with you. Just get two 113s. Seriously, it's not that far off.
Yeah.
You'll probably get the dealer to do it for you.
My God,
Yeah, I'll take two bases with
Yeah.
the same motor and horsepower.
seriously.
Yeah, what does an extra $100,000 get you?
Leather interior, automatic windows. Is the Advanciado package?
So like polyester blend, JBL speakers.
All
You know,
right,
it's
why-
not like we're not. It's not like you're getting into an Aston and like it's
No,
you-
nothing.
You got the
Fully
cows.
coach
You got the
built,
cow's name that it came
actually,
from.
the interior of the Nismo one does look really good. I've seen some ones with nice interiors, but like
It's not
not
$100,000.
not $100,000 add-on.
Nismo tuned 3.8 liter motor. Obviously, doesn't spec the power. Nismo / Brembo carbon ceramic brake system. Nismo tuned suspension. Nismo Aero. Nismo black and red interior treatment.
I'm pretty sure if you buy a base one and dump $100,000 into it,
You'll be pretty.
you have
happy.
like a 1900 wheel horsepower GTO.
you go set a world record.
right.
You'd be
right.
the next guy.
Yeah.
Good
It just- holy smokes!
Hey, T's and P's.
My God.
What is it, there's an ass for every seat.
That's
There's
exactly
in
it.
fact.
Time for video.
Time for video. Got it.
Yep.
Boys, I think we can all talk about the Grand Tour now because I finally watched it. You finally watched it. Corey watched it immediately.
Ben,
I watched it.
lovely.
Here's
Right.
your trigger warning. If you haven't watched it, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah,
Three.
we don't care.
2, 1.
There you go.
I don't
it away.
understand why people complain about it. I saw a bunch of articles. This is tired, yada, yada, yada. It's exactly
Yeah.
what I came for.
Right. It's the three.
To the T.
It's the three friends, compadres
Yeah,
on a
amigos.
fucking.
On a
Trip.
mission.
You're in a fucking blanket and you didn't come up with amigos?
I mean,
Yeah, he said
three
Padres, didn't he?
Padres, yeah.
That's okay. Three
Yeah.
fathers.
It's like Curb Your Enthusiasm every week.
Right, you
is
would-
the same. It's the same like
You
same
know what
ingredients. You know what you're gonna get.
Right.
You know what you're gonna get.
That's why I'm
Seinfeld,
there.
Exactly.
That's why
Yeah.
I'm not the Grand Tour. I'm there for the Grand Tour. I'm not there for
Yeah.
the car reviews. I know that's not there anymore. I'm not there for the track tests. I'm there for those guys being fucking idiots
Yeah.
in cars sometimes. I'll just watch them do whatever. And
Yeah.
I read so many articles before I saw it, and I had a feeling, I had a hankering that there are a bunch of fucking idiots complaining about this thing.
Yeah.
And they are. It's exactly what you want. It's those guys acting like fucking idiots, driving around the country, just doing fun stuff, having buddy times.
Yeah.
Entertaining for fucking, I don't know, hour and 20 minutes, whatever.
Oh, there
it
were
is.
laugh out loud
It's just,
moments.
Oh my
it's just
God.
entertainment, especially now in fucking the year that we lived in. Like watching that unfolds in the idiocy and the fun. Of course, that's exactly it.
I never liked a Bentley as much as that one.
Oh, 100%.
So
that
good.
I'm like, that's the best fucking car.
I also, and we talked about this. If you just had a Raptor with a snorkel, you could have conquered that whole thing, no problem at all.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's not what the show's about.
No,
No.
it's not what it's about at all.
I cannot just
Like a Hilux
The
would have
case-
just went right through it.
the Caterham. The Caterham.
Unbelievable.
I cannot fucking believe the shit that thing went through.
Literally. That man
Yeah.
was covered in human shit.
Human excrement. Yeah.
It's just I like there. I'm watching him like there's no
When they
effing
had
way.
to drag the raft across.
Yes.
But it was an interesting thing about it, and I liked it actually, is when they're taking the last ferry and the whole crew's on, and you're just like, That's how many fucking cars are with
That's
these guys.
the crew.
It showed
You
the
saw the
crew.
fucking Polaris Razor, totally decked out
Yeah.
camera vehicle.
Multiple Forerunners.
Everybody driving Forerunners.
I think there's a Hilux or two.
Oh, absolutely.
It was a total of 4, 5, 6, 7, like 8 or 9 cars. 8
but
or
it
9
was
vehicles.
ridiculous. It was awesome. I was just thinking to myself, how much fun would it be on the crew?
Oh my god!
You get
yeah.
to drive through the shit, maybe spar with Jeremy Clarkson.
Yeah,
I mean,
he'll throw a sandwich at
this
you.
is fantastic.
No,
it was so
perfect.
cool.
And
I
it-
want to be the guy driving the Polaris in that crew.
There was it had a story.
Yeah.
That kept you entertained. Obviously, with May and his fucking baloney and him being a
the
nerd.
May thing was so bad and so funny at the same time, and just like him being a nerd and like,
Yeah.
it was good.
Yeah. It right the
I don't know what you expect. I don't know what if people think this is you're gonna turn this on. It's gonna be like reviews of a Prius or something. Like,
right.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be an adventure with those guys being idiots.
So it's been almost 20 years that they've been together, right? And they've done the same thing for 20 years.
Right.
Think about how disappointing you would be if you turned it on and all of a sudden they were like,
Trying to do something else.
you know, like,
Yeah.
oh, let's review the fuel economy of, you know, the new Ford Fiesta.
Right.
Right. And if I want to see reviews in Little Adventures,
Yeah.
I watch Harrison the Boys.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm totally fine with everyone's place
I
in
watched
the
some
world.
fucking random YouTuber.
I
You
was
know,
just gonna
like,
say there's plenty of places
Do whatever you like.
where I can watch whatever. Right. The GR Yaris reviewed
Yeah.
fucking 35 times over.
Yeah, take your pick. Who's the guy
Right.
you like the most? Watch him talk about the GR Yaris.
Exactly.
I know what Clarkson's going to think about the Yaris.
Right.
Doesn't matter. He's going to think it's for yabos.
Hammond's going to love it.
Yeah.
May's going to hate it. You know?
Yeah, I know what they're going to think, but I don't know what they're going to do traveling across remote countries in vehicles that definitely shouldn't be there.
Not only in that, and you see parts of the world that you wouldn't fucking. Why on earth would I know that highway was being built for that purpose?
Yeah.
Ever. I wouldn't.
And who knew that country was there? That island was there.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
And
Yeah.
who knew,
Or
it's
the
French.
or
Like what?
even
I
the,
heard of Madagascar, but that all these other
Yeah.
places?
Right.
No.
Yeah. I don't see any sloths. Why? That's my thought. Of
When Hammond
Madagascar.
took the tracks off and he's like, well, now I'm basically in a stock Focus RS with tires. It was just like, that's going to be the most miserable fucking thing
They were
in
beefy
the world.
tires, though.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Someone had forethought to be like,
This
we should
thing's
at
gonna break.
least put something
right.
reasonable.
My tracks raised my side-by-side 1.5 feet.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine that's all they did to that car is put tracks on. And like,
Right.
yeah, it's high enough.
Well, Hammond mentions at one point how they made no other modifications and the rear trailing arm snapped.
Oh, they all just broke off. Yeah, I could see how that would happen too.
Yeah.
Your extra lightweight rear trailing arms broke. Surprise. But it was so much fun. It was awesome. If you haven't seen it, it's totally worth a watch. I mean, you could write us in and tell us why it sucked, because I really wonder why anybody reasonable that would listen to our podcast would think that wasn't good.
What about the woman walking around on the stockade?
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, a little rough.
crazy.
A little rough.
A little weird,
It was
right? A little
absolutely
weird.
crazy. Yeah.
A little strange.
Yeah,
Pirate,
hey,
Pirate Island.
stuff happens out there. You know what I mean?
Um,
Not for us to know.
Different world.
Clarkson gave that guy leather-soled shoes with no socks to run around like.
Right.
What kind of shoes? Like
What was he called? Running Boy.
Yeah, Running Boy.
It's just amazing.
Running
It
Boy.
just-
The
He
whole
paid-
story's
he paid
fucking
Running Boy?
wonderful.
the blocking the wedding.
When what do you call it? They winched May up the tree
Up the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
to get out of the way. I mean,
Yeah,
the whole thing
brilliant.
was brilliant. It was amazing. I do like what Josh brought up, where like you get a perspective for how many people are with them making this happen
Yeah.
alongside them. Because I mean,
Oh,
all these
right.
breakdowns, all this stuff. It's always funny when the camera leaves them and they come back and it's miraculously
Right.
fixed.
I was gonna say the reality.
Yeah, but
is,
so they had the truck with all the shit in
Yeah.
it. Like, this has got extras for everything.
the
I
crew
mean,
of monkey mechanics to like just crawl around everywhere, fix everything they
Dude,
break everywhere.
the amount of parts they had to have for those tracks. Because I'll tell you what, when you
How
blow
many
one
times
of
those wheels come off?
when
Oh
you
my
blow
God.
those little
Falling
wheels
off.
off, there's no way you're finding all the parts.
Yeah.
They're
No.
just fucking gone.
Yeah.
So like, it had to come to the end where there's like, we do not have more parts for these.
Yeah, we're done.
We just don't have any more parts.
right. 3 hours in.
Yeah, but they probably had a couple full sets, I would imagine.
Not to mention the road itself. How it was kind of a running joke of what the fuck, these roads aren't that bad, and then it literally turns into like a mountainside just on a
Yeah,
flat road.
not a road anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think they do with the car? Do you think the cars are donated, or do you think they buy them?
I think
mean,
they're
obviously their
crushed.
budgets.
I saw
no.
that-
I mean, to start with, like,
Oh,
are they going to
whoa, whoa,
spend
whoa.
150 grand on a Bentley, or is Bentley being like,
I think Bentley
Here you
gives
go.
it to him.
It wasn't a new Bentley.
That's true.
It was a few years old.
I
so,
know
like,
the
they're not
cars were
worth
crushed.
much. Yeah.
I know that the Bentley had to be crushed. So
Yeah, because actually,
there was an article about it.
I mean, their budgets are so huge they could obviously buy them, but it would just be interesting to know.
who
if
was it? One of the three
people-
decided to keep their car. I forget which
probably
one it was.
fucking
Well, it wasn't Clarkson.
Yeah.
No. It might have
You
been
know
May.
what? It
I
was
I
been
think
May.
it should
May,
be
'cause-
May.
Yeah, one of them for the first time like ever decided they were going to keep the car.
I think he genuinely fell in love with that thing.
Yeah.
As understood.
I would have it.
Hammond kept what's that little? He had that car in Africa that he kept. It's called like Billy or something. That like
Oh.
little yellow Norman.
No, Oscar
Yeah,
is an
something like that.
Oscar or
Yeah.
something like that.
That,
yeah.
I mean, that was a
From a
shit
while ago.
submarine by the end of that.
Yeah.
So I'd imagine he loved it.
Yeah, that.
Interesting.
I mean, again, it's entertaining, and they have a whole crew there. And I did appreciate them throwing Bear Grylls under the bus repeatedly.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that was
was
amazing.
Yeah.
So
But again, that's probably what they. I mean, are they? Do you think they're sleeping in their cars as well, or do you think they're?
no, they'll
No.
stay at places. But
Right.
do I think May was in a cesspool
Oh,
of shit
yeah,
for probably
100%.
16 hours a day? Yeah, I
100%.
think that actually happened. So
The first splash through the shit was just like, oh my fucking God. And the fact that it just kept on happening, it was just perfect.
right, just and then
And then Clarkson's car looked so comfortable every time they went to the on-car camera. You're just like,
He was
this
straight
guy has heated
lounging.
massage seats,
right,
like
this is the best.
ridiculous suspension. It was awesome. It really was.
I would have such a hard time if I was in one of their shoes, not keeping every single one of these ridiculous cars that
Oh, yeah.
I
Right.
go through war in. Just
That's
like
why they're better than us.
yeah, I'd have such a hard time just not having a garage somewhere of just shit,
Just
filled.
shit everywhere. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well, boys, it was good. If you haven't watched it, please check it out. It's
I hope,
so much fun.
As Corey said, I think last week, I hope they, who knows if they've already filmed other
Scotland
ones.
supposedly filmed.
Okay, I
Let's
hope they
do it.
actually put these things out at a quicker pace. It's
Yeah.
not their fault. Amazon withheld it for whatever
Yeah,
reason. but-
allegedly Scotland one is already filmed. That doesn't mean it's edited or anything, but
right.
um,
Well,
Films
that's
for-
half
films
the
there?
battle.
Yeah.
That's
so we'll see. I mean, I would like to see one before a full year is up, but then again, like how many more do these guys have in them?
so. That's the one thing. Looking at May, I did feel bad for him. As funny as it is,
I don't feel bad for him.
I,
Clarkson's the oldest.
I know, but May's still. There's been a couple times where I felt bad for May. One when he fucking fell backwards and knocked his noggin on the rock.
Yeah,
that was
sucked.
brutal. And then this one, I'm just like, I mean, it's good. You're like riding in shit. It's fucking,
No, but see, no. They knew where they were going, and they knew what they were up for, and he chose to drive his vehicle. So
right. Shame on him.
yeah, you made your bed. Now you're gonna fucking lie in it.
Fool
All
me
right.
once.
Like Clarkson was a smart one. He's like, okay, listen, I'm gonna get something I can be comfortable in because this is gonna be miserable, and we'll outfit it appropriately.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clarkson did the best job by a mile.
But you're right. I mean, a Raptor with a snorkel.
Maybe it might not
although-
even need a snorkel.
No.
Although
They're
Raptor,
so high.
Some of those roads, Raptor wouldn't even fit width-wise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just fucking watch me.
Running Boy would have to go back and forth.
No, I mean they had. Yeah, I guess the width is bigger on a
That
Raptor
would be the
than some of the
biggest
smaller
problem.
stuff.
Yeah,
Well.
because you're. Although the Bentley,
Give me a Rubicon then. We'll be
although the
fine.
Bentley with that
Yeah,
wheel and
Rubicon.
tire would be pretty. So that's the thing. like,
I mean, if you want to do a Raptor, Rubicon, Gladiator would be ridiculous. Have all
what's
your gear in the
what's
back.
the best range there? The fucking Discovery, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, but they're trying to get through without breaking down, so they
have
want
the
to choose a Range
the
Rover.
crew. There. What else?
I believe
for,
we need a Land Rover.
What else for videos?
You know what's interesting? We've talked about Rich Rebuilds a couple times,
Mhm.
and I've been watching a lot of tracks and a lot of off-road stuff because now I'm an off-road tracks guy because I have Carhartt pants. Rich Rebuilds bought a Sherp.
Yes.
You know what
Did
a
he really
Sherp
buy a
is?
Sherp?
A Sherp would make it like
Oh,
Right,
a
that-
Sherp would
that-
have had
that
no
thing
problem.
wouldn't even been-
He bought one, and it was a video with him going to drive them in Texas, and I was like, okay, it's just a clickbait title, but he lives in Massachusetts and he owns a Sherp.
Yeah.
The guy's in Texas, like he's probably on a 1,000-acre ranch. He's just driving through swamps. It's a cool video because he really gets into the Sherp and how it's like a tractor motor. You can fix the whole thing from inside. I want a Sherp so damn bad. They're really expensive.
I was
Is-
gonna say they're crazy expensive, right?
It has. You can fill the tires with water, right?
You can fill the center of the wheels are 17-gallon gasoline canisters.
Okay, because I don't know. It might have been Farah's video he did. There's a section where you have like a water reserve, and it's either in the tires or something. Somewhere there's a huge water reserve.
Maybe you could have You could have water in those as well
I mean, gas would make way more sense.
because it's got a giant gas tank, but then every tire has 17 gallons. It can have 17 gallons of fuel in it.
They can deflate and inflate from the inside.
Yeah, because the
I was
whole
gonna say I think it has a compressor built in, right?
it's not a compressor. It just
The Hummer's
it's
had
a
it too.
flap that shuts the exhaust and diverts the exhaust air into the tires.
Oh wow.
Oh, it's fucking cool.
Yeah, it's super
Rich
cool.
rebuilt, so they really get into it. And at the end, he actually bought the damn thing. It's like, what are you gonna do with it? That's amazing. But the interesting thing is because of the wheelbase on the thing, it looks small. It's like 8 feet tall. It is not small. Like they say it's the length of a Honda Civic,
Which I mean is
just because there's no overhang.
yeah.
But like,
It looks bigger than that.
yeah, but it's like it's a giant square.
Yeah.
It's like as wide as it is long as it is tall. It's wild. So yeah, I really like Sherps. I like Rich Rebuild's stuff. Obviously, a lot of it's like Tesla rebuild stuff, but he's technical and it's a cool video. It really is.
Yeah, he's kind of one of the first guys to go up and try and battle Tesla with a lot of
Yeah,
his-
he was.
Right, a lot of the
the right to repair stuff and
exactly, yeah, and
all that. Also had a really good interview on Rogan too.
didn't
Oh,
they?
I'd like to
Yeah.
listen to that. I
Yeah,
haven't listened
really
to
good
that.
interview on Rogan. He did a great job.
Why is nothing? I wish there was some pricing on anything. I'm just trying to
Expensive.
see. Yeah, I know
A
they're
lot.
fucking crazy money,
Yeah.
but I just wanted
Because
something.
the shops have trailers too, right?
Yeah, it's a trailer that's like Sherp size. And the interesting thing is there's no ramps on it. You just drive right on.
Yeah, well, I mean,
And it is not low.
yeah,
You just drive and then you're like, okay, I'll stop now. You like drive right over the wheels and you're in.
Pop it in there. I mean, well, if you ever want to, venture to Lone Star Sherp, you can.
Those are the guys that sell them.
yeah.
you can
And
get yourself.
he
one.
mentions that Kanye has 18 of them. And everyone
In his
that's
place
had
in
him,
Wyoming.
yeah, everyone that's had him and has reviewed them, they were gifts from Kanye.
Really?
Yeah, really weird. Like his videos, like thanks Kanye. I got
Rich?
a Sherp. Yeah, it's pretty. It's I don't know. Yes, I get clicks. That's gonna be the name of this video.
It's fucking
Yeah.
odd. Yeah, thanks, Kanye.
So, anyways, he bought a Sherp. It's awesome. Just driving around the Sherp's hilarious. And just because like
Because
you think they're gonna go test it somewhere, but anything off road, you're just like, yeah, of course I can do that. So they're just running it through like a stream and a river, and you're
Right.
just like, oh, okay, right.
it's a controller steering, right? It's like joystick based steering.
It's like one, yeah,
Okay. Yeah. It's
Like
It's
a
like
skid
ride
steer.
on mower.
right.
yeah. It is. It's yeah, skid steer, zero turn mower, same kind of deal.
Yep.
You really trash up your lawn with that baby.
Yeah. Do some sick donuts though.
Yeah, yeah.
With cyclones. Cyclones
Yeah,
at that point?
you can
Cyclones.
deflate and inflate the tires from in there. So if you're like really bogged down in mud, which would be impossible, you can deflate your
Because I
tires.
think they float. Like I've seen them like
Yeah, they-
driving on ice, and then the ice breaks, and they just drive through
Yeah,
it and then drive
right.
out.
No problem. Yeah, the tires 3 psi is what the tires run at.
There's not much to fill.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Yeah, or deflate.
they're just like heavy sidewally things, and they're so giant that I mean they're giant, so it takes a while to get to 3 psi in. But yeah,
Right.
it's pretty wild. It's an excellent review.
Corey, I know you mentioned it last week. Project Binky 3D.
Yes, the how they do these videos called How We Did It, and it's HOWIE, Howie.
Howie. Yeah.
And they've done some other ones that are all right, but like their other videos way better. And then now they put one out about their flares, because the Mini they're building is going to be significantly wider than a standard Mini, and the like whatever the OEM wide flare is for the Mini,
Yep.
needed to be 2 inches wider than that.
Yep.
So a fan who is also has a really cool YouTube channel if you're into 3D printing, and I don't know off the top of my head, but it is what it is. He's like the pioneer of like 3D printing. Built his own 3D printers, 3D prints the craziest shit.
3D printed a fucking lay down, you as a person, lay down inside tank.
Yeah. So he's kind of doing a lot of crazy stuff.
Ivan, let me open this up on YouTube. Ivan Miranda. Yeah, if you just search Ivan Miranda,
Yeah.
obviously there's a bunch of 3D printing stuff.
So the guys at Project Binky made a prototype of how the size they wanted it. They did 3D scanning, I believe.
Yeah, 3D scanned it
Shipped the
first.
stuff off to this guy, Ivan. He didn't have a 3D printer big enough, so he custom built a 3D printer.
Out of 3D printed
Materials.
material.
Then printed them the flare, sent them back.
And
They
they
made
didn't-
adjustments.
And they didn't want to take the OEM flares and cut them up, obviously, which would be OEM. Oh, are they plastic from OEM?
They're like a flexible, kind of like the original VR lips from Mark III are made out of. It's
Essentially
like a super
because-
flexible plastic.
Right. Essentially because
Where's Joe Booth when we need him?
Nick is way too frugal
Yeah.
and just says, "Fuck that, I'm not spending that."
Well, they're
kind of money."
really expensive
like
now because I mean,
$700 or something.
classic mini parts are starting to get scarce and really expensive, even though they made millions and millions and millions of these things. But so he's like, well, fuck it. We need bigger ones anyway. We can make them better. Because also the other ones, he didn't like the way they bolted to the body. Yeah. Which is true. They're shit. It's like a little pop rivet that breaks the first time you put it on.
Right. So they, they even went into the design and alternate bolts that they made.
So
or
they get that first revision.
Used.
They make changes of it, send it back to when then he makes a bigger custom built 3D printer and reprints these again. And he makes these super cool OEM looking 2-inch wider fender flares. They fit them with riv nuts, custom hardware, everything.
Send them out to the body shop.
Yeah, which they show you how they smooth them out because 3D printing stuff has all those weird lines on it. So they sand them down, smooth them all out, epoxy them, all that stuff. It's really cool. So I can't wait to see the whole project done, but I think they're going to fit really well.
I don't know if you noticed, but at the very end, they show what color they're spraying.
Yes.
Looked to be red.
It did look to be red.
A shade of red, at least. I don't know what.
From the beginning, I figured the original Celica, if I remember correctly, was red.
Yep.
And I know, obviously, their original Mini wasn't red. It was like a
blue, I thought, right?
It was like a urine-y color, yellowy cream.
Okay.
But like the classic, like Cooper Works Mini, it's a red Mini.
Right.
It's a red Mini. So I'd like to see them do the car red.
Yeah.
So
that'd be cool.
It'll be interesting.
So that was Project Pinky. I don't know if you're bored out there.
Oh boy.
You're looking for something to watch. A little bit different, not automotive directly, but if you even have an inkling of fabrication or not even how to, or do it yourself, but to just watch how other people do it, i.e. in particular, Adam Savage from Mythbusters on the Tested channel. They've just been pumping out plenty of videos. And he does literally everything from making props to his full-on workshop tours and things like that, and talk about taking organization to a level of just almost insanity. It's this dude. It's unbelievable. And it's just pure entertainment. He's very good on camera, obviously. He was on a show for a while. And I believe they're just producing it themselves, him and his team there at Tested. So it's very, very cool. So I'm not even going to bring up a particular video. Just go watch. There's hundreds of them. And
that guy's genius level good at almost everything.
Incredible. Yeah, it's so, entertaining, but almost puts you in a trance state when he's working on something. I think I mentioned a while back, him out of like poster board, like 3/4-inch poster board, him just making a replica of his house.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
Cardboard aided design.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Awesome. I mentioned that I now get a lot of tracks content on YouTube.
Yes.
And I sent you guys a video. And I had no idea who this guy was. But it was a video of this guy with Heavy D Sparks. No idea who he was. I'll get into who he actually is. I'm sure a lot of my listeners know, but I don't have fucking cable, so. And it was a video. He had a Porsche Polaris RZR Razor Turbo with tracks on it. And it's like, okay, we're gonna take this thing for a rip. We're putting skis on the front, tracks on the back. We're taking it up to my house up in the mountain in Salt Lake City. So, I mean, I suggest watch the video. It's hilarious. But once again, I have no idea who this guy is. I'm like, this is pretty cool. This guy's obviously got some loot. He's driving this thing around. So he gets to the top of the mountain, shreds the drive belt, and he's like, uh-oh, I don't have this part. Okay, I got to go get the part. So he takes his buddy's ATV, drives down the mountain, also with tracks, and he drives back to his house with his truck and trailer, and they're like working on it, and he then shows up on top of the mountain in a fucking helicopter. He flies a fucking helicopter up to where they're fixing this thing, drops off the belt and flies the helicopter home, has the boys fix it and drive it back. So I was like, you see a lot of YouTube guys with some cash or like
right.
Maybe Polaris fronts it to you, you know what I mean? But you can act pretty big and bad. You can't get a fucking you can't first off, you can't just have money and be like, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to fly helicopters now. It takes like
a lot of schooling.
There's a lot of
schooling, etc.
Yeah.
Also, helicopters are like millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So that's interesting,
Very
especially
expensive to
this
operate.
fucking Red Bull helicopter he shows up in.
Oh my god.
Go
and then
figure.
he parks it back. And he's like, yeah, I took it back. And it's parked in his hangar. And there's a fucking plane right next to it. It's like, oh my God. So anyways, Heavy D Sparks, whose videos I've been watching a little bit, but he's a kind of funny dude. He's one of the Diesel brothers.
Yeah.
And remember, we were talking about the Diesel brothers back in the day getting sued by the EPA for modifying endless cars for like $850,000. These guys are going belly up.
Yeah.
First off, no fucking, they're
No,
not.
no. I think they just signed that check.
Second off, they appealed it, and the kind of money those guys got,
They're going to continue.
they're just going to fucking fight it. Third off, yeah, we need a TV deal. I just can't believe the level of flex this guy was flexing. I mean, he's got a house up there. He's flying helicopters. I mean,
Right.
why even take the snowmobiles? You know, but it's
Right.
fun. But I've watched a couple of his videos. His shit's pretty ridiculous. It is a lot of it's real, like, oh, I love the fans. Like, I'm auctioning this off. Like, a lot of it's a bit pandery.
Yep.
But I don't know, man. Some of the stuff was really cool. I've never seen a flex like that, even on YouTube, which was hilarious.
That's a big flex.
Yeah, to show up in a helicopter. And
Not only to show
they're
up
not
in a
even. It's not like his buddy's like, "Whoa, a helicopter!" Like, "Oh yeah, no." Dave showed up in the helicopter,
Yeah.
dropped the part off, he dipped.
Right. And it's not like you're taking the helicopter because there's an emergency and you need to get somebody to the hospital really fast. It's just
You need to get the part up there really
He
fast.
flew the
Let me take
helicopter.
the helicopter. to
It
get
wasn't
up
like
there.
I called my pilot. He flew the fucking helicopter.
Right. Right.
He's landing on a fucking field on the side of a mountain.
Yeah.
Who is this dude? He pulls off and he pulls one of those like crazy military movie things. He comes over the cliff like, yeah, and it's just like, whoa. I mean, I didn't even want to be in a helicopter ever.
Oh,
You just
no.
watched
Being
a
honest.
Sylvester Stallone video. That's what you just watched.
Yeah,
Like,
seriously. So, anyways,
you
it
wanna
was
be in
really
a
interesting.
helicopter?
What's up?
Josh talked about
I
it.
want
I'd
nothing
love
to
to be
do
in
with
a
a
helicopter.
helicopter. No way.
I've gone once or twice and I'm good.
That's just a
Really?
it's
I'd
a
be
room
down.
in the sky.
I'd be down to go and check it out.
Yeah,
I've
I
never
don't know.
been.
A helicopter sounds like a lot of fun to me.
It is. It is when you're not thinking about how quickly you could die.
So,
Yeah, but when you're
I
in a
know,
plane,
I
it's the
know,
same
I know.
I
shit.
feel like planes.
Yeah, I
you feel
know.
like you could die in pretty easy.
I don't like planes either.
I'm not
At all.
I'm down with planes. So the Diesel Brothers guys though apparently make a ton of money off some show they had. So that's cool.
They had a show?
They were
Yeah,
on
was
like
it on, like,
Discovery or
Discovery,
something.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for a while.
Yeah.
They might even still be
I
on
might
there.
even right. It could.
And then
even
his other buddy, they're not actually brothers. Sorry,
just looks like him.
spoiler alert. They look like each other, but they both have beards.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. They seem okay.
That's cool.
He did like a thing at his garage. He got all sorts of toys and shit in there. I mean, airplanes and helicopters. I was like, whoa. This
Yeah.
fucking
I
guy.
know nothing about them other than that scandal. That was about
That's
it.
the only thing I knew about him
Yeah.
too. Because when I looked him up, I was like, Heavy D, what? And then I was like, oh wow, this guy's that
I
dude.
mean, I do know they had a big show. What obviously was huge. for-
Yeah,
think it
I
was
guess
on
I just
Discovery,
didn't
I
understand that big show means you can have helicopters and airplanes.
assume. Yeah, I get that. Discovery money.
It's probably on like syndication. So every time it airs, they make money.
Yeah.
They probably had merch that guys who drive diesel pickups bought.
Oh,
you know,
100%
like-
sure.
Yeah,
like
so we're trying to
tons
sell
of
like a
stuff.
couple calendars here and there. Maybe get us a helicopter.
Yeah, you guys have got to think much bigger.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, well, we can get a Hot Wheels helicopter, or maybe
Yeah,
I can get
maybe.
you a drone. I can get you a little helicopter
I'm
drone.
totally in on that. I just
Josh
want
should
to
get
GoPro.
the drone over there.
Yeah, I got into a tank slapper with that thing. You don't want a fucking real
Yeah.
helicopter.
You boys I'm trying to get a GoPro. We got any GoPro? Anybody that owns the GoPro company in the room, so we can get some GoPros.
You can buy
Who's got a
fake
GoPro deal?
GoPros called Ape Man off Amazon. They're like $40.
We were talking
38
about
bucks,
those.
40
We were
bucks.
talking about it.
But they
yeah.
come with absolutely everything, like 2 batteries, like chargers, like
Do they
all
fit
the
on
things.
the
that
GoPro
bo-
shit?
Yeah, everything fits, but it comes with everything. It has all the attachments, everything.
It comes with the Chinese version of everything.
Yeah, so the only thing you need to do with them is you need to flash the memory card because you put the memory card in, it doesn't work. So you just need to format the memory card in your computer first. I've had a couple of them. Awesome. The reason I have a couple is because I lost one, not because it didn't work.
Ape Man?
You're
Yeah,
filming
you go on-
multi-angle videos?
Yeah, Ape Man. Yeah, exactly.
Some POV?
Lots of
That's
POV.
right. They're waterproof
Yeah.
to 6 inches
Yeah.
Manscaped.
perceived length. So yeah, Ape Man, you get a whole kit. They're like $38 or $40 or something.
I'm looking at $100 ones here, buddy.
Oh,
I'm not
you're
trying
in
to
the
buy all
wrong-
that.
you're in the wrong
I
end.
sent in the group chat, I sent a $50 one. I
Yeah, but
believe.
it wasn't an Ape Man.
Oh.
I
No,
need,
but-
I need testimonials.
No, but that one had like 7,000
Yeah.
5-star reviews.
Yeah.
They're all the same.
Yeah, they're all the same. Maybe they're not called Ape Man anymore, but if you just go like fake
GoPro.
GoPro.
So I just figured none of them were good.
Oh no, they're great. I mean, they're maybe not the. I don't know if they have the Wi-Fi, but again, like
I
who's
don't know.
trying to transfer
Not
Wi-Fi.
this
like
guy.
that?
We don't need that. We
All
just
right,
need,
anybody want to mail in some good bootleg GoPros? I'm into that as well.
Also,
I had a friend that worked for GoPro, took no advantage of that.
second-hand GoPros off of eBay can be had really cheap.
I know young Ben has
Because
one.
I think people buy them with the intent of doing something with them, and then
And
they're
then
never going to do anything with them.
instantly
Well, that's
never
what's
use
going to
them.
happen with mine.
Yeah, for sure. But at least you won't spend that much money on it. You
No,
know?
I'm getting an 8-man.
Yeah.
Stick it on the front
Op-ed.
underneath on the side by side,
Yeah.
and then when you're driving through all your shit, it'll look be good
Broken.
content.
Yeah,
Okay, fuck
broken
it, we'll
and
do
wet.
it.
oh no, when we get these things, this is our life now.
Yeah.
I've said-
Okay.
yeah.
I'll get an 8-man then.
We gotta get you.
We
the-
play catch with one.
We gotta get you the chest piece. We gotta get you the headband.
Oh, definitely the headband. Ben,
The
you get the
chest piece,
headband,
if you
right?
flip
I
it
got a
over,
headband.
dick
That's
cam.
right. I got the headband with a light too.
Yeah, you get the ring light on it.
That's right.
Make the skin tone look right.
That's the
That's right.
Explorer.
That's
Do you see the
Why does
chest
that
piece?
stick look funny?
We had Jesse flip it, and it's just literally a lower belly cam.
No.
It's crotch cam. It's unbelievable.
Belly cam. Do we have anything else for the tubes?
I do. Ryan Turek put out a new video.
Yep.
They're building the diff mount, oh my God, rear subframe. I'm sorry. For the super build. It's super cool. It's detailed. I like all the effort they're putting into everything. They go and talk with staff. They do this crazy machine to kind of 3D, kind of have a 3D drawing of the back of the Judd engine.
Yeah.
So they're custom making a bell housing for it. They use a Ford Explorer rear end in this thing because apparently they're super light and incredibly durable. So I knew they're popular in the Fox body world.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah. As one is.
Yeah, but for that it's a direct swap.
Yeah.
This is much more detailed.
Bit of
And the
bit of
dude
a-
Dom, who he has building this thing with him, I hope he either pays him buckets full of money or this guy just really likes doing this because he's doing so much fabrication work.
Oh, he does on all the Turk builds. Dom's
Oh
just
my
the guy
God.
doing it all.
Yeah, it's so
It's
much
incredible.
everything just custom work, and he's so particular and anal about everything.
Yeah.
I love it.
Is he on the team?
Yeah, he builds
he's
stuff
like
for
the
Steph.
chief.
Well, so I just like the actual day of drift event team.
Oh, I don't think so. I
Okay.
think he does it all of Turk's fabrication. Like
Okay.
on Turk's vlogs and stuff, it's all
Primarily,
doing
he builds the Papadakis race cars.
Okay.
Oh, does Dom build all Papadakis
Yeah,
and
because
stuff
that's
too?
who he works for.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
So it's interesting.
Yeah.
For sure. Cool. Let's check it out. But my same gripe with this whole thing is they're talking about how much lighter they're making everything and how much they're cutting out. So I talk about how they're changing around the diff to make it lighter, and they don't talk about how much lighter it's going to be.
Originally, right.
Like, where are we at?
Secrets, baby.
Yeah. It's not secrets. It's not even going to be a drift car. It's like,
It's like my wheel setup.
like what are you doing? You're cutting
so
all this up.
It's not going to be a drift. It's just going to be.
No, it's going to
show-
be like his the
Like the-
4586 thing.
Yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like
Okay.
it's a showpiece.
Yeah.
I mean, he drives the fucking Christ out of it. I'm
Right.
sure.
Right.
But it's not like
He's not competing.
It's
in
not
it.
it's not going to be an FD car.
his comp car. Right.
Yeah.
Specs are on the Patreon.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to know, like, what are we doing here? We're making things lighter. How much lighter?
Comparisons. Right.
Yeah. How much lighter?
Tell me about it.
Yeah. Tell me a
Shows-
little more.
Shouts Turk. Get in touch.
Big shouts.
Any other tubes?
Chuck, did you get to see Harry did his 2020 breakdown? I didn't get to watch it.
I didn't see it yet.
All right.
It's
Maybe
the
next week.
2020 breakdown of how much it costs him to do stuff is. I like watching nerdy.
Yeah.
I just don't know if I can convey anything worthwhile of seeing it other than there's a 2020 breakdown of what it costs Harry to run his fleet.
I
And
wanted
his
to
fleet's
see
ridiculous.
if 2020 was any different for him.
Right.
It's true. Did
Did he get less use?
He did the Espada build. Did that finish this year? Finish this year.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a big bill.
Yeah.
It might be different in the fact that
Yeah.
he spent $100,000 on an Espada build.
Terrell, yeah.
I think it was like 30 or 40 grand he spent.
Terrell put out a video too of the Saab 900 turbo car that I super sweat from Saab.
Yeah, I just can't give a shit about Saab, but I know it's cool. I just can't get
That
into it.
one.
No, I know.
It's
I
like
just,
that
I just
one
can't get into it.
is cool. They're not even affordable anymore.
Are they
like
really
everything
not?
else. No.
The 900 turbos?
No. So
Cool looking things.
it's a super cool looking thing, especially when you put the louvers on the back window.
Oh,
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, Louver.
the shape is awesome, but no, it's not really an affordable car
Classic
anymore.
dentist vehicle.
Yeah.
I like the convertibles. I'd go 900 convertible.
You don't
Green.
that's a gay car.
Yeah. Well, what can I say,
The
guys?
TT,
You know?
all right, the TT's all you, man. But
That's
like,
right.
yeah, I don't know about the vert.
Saab convertible is a terrible car.
Yeah.
I mean, I love you, but I don't
I've made
think
some bad
I don't
decisions
think I
in
could
my
let you
time.
buy that one.
I don't know.
Really, the 900 convertible?
I kind of there's something
They
about
look
it.
bad even with the top up.
I don't know. Oh yeah,
I mean,
you don't
I'm
want
totally
the top
with
up.
the TT drop.
go
I'm
down.
about it. That's true. You just remove the top.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, yeah,
Yeah, with top down,
yeah. I think top down
okay. You
stands it out a little, stands hot boy it a little
you
bit.
might have something to work
You
with.
have to get really hot boy for me to like that.
Top up?
Not to say you can't.
Yeah, not top up. Yeah, you never go convertible top up.
Yeah.
That's
you-
not-
you
that's
just-
not
That
pretty.
needs to be down all the time.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, you want to get into our main discussion, if you will, which
Use another
really,
energy drink.
which really won't
Yeah, I
be a
need a
main
pee break.
discussion. It's going to be more of a 2020 recap, I guess.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I thought we were going to do a 2021 predictions.
Well, 2020 recap, which is going to be very brief. And then 2021, we predict the future.
Yeah.
2020,
2020,
woof.
total woof.
You know, we fucking killed it. We did a fundraiser. We raised a
The
fuckload of
fundraiser was
money.
awesome. Yeah.
I
A
didn't
fuckload of
forget
money
about
that we gave away to an incredible cause, which we are definitely going to redo, even if
Yes.
it's just myself here.
No, we're going to do that next year.
We did that in like the thick of it, right?
yeah.
We pulled that off. That was awesome.
when we did that when we didn't even know what live streaming was.
No, we had no fucking idea what we were doing.
That was like was that our first live
That
stream?
was the,
Close to.
Or maybe,
No, I remember we doing it as a concept to see if we could live stream,
did
wasn't
we
it?
do it?
Remember we had my webcam. We walked up to the garage and cooked
Yeah.
fucking
We cooked,
sausages.
cooked burgers.
We cooked burgers, and Toby did a burnout.
Was
Yeah.
that after or before Dust Off? That was before.
That was before Dust
That
Off.
was
It was
before
Vibe
Dust
Dust
Off.
Off. We were pros.
Right, so that really was our first.
the magazine release, which probably I wasn't here
so,
for.
so that's I have to say, right. The 2020, memorable stuff in our little automotive world. Right up there.
Oh, the
Certainly-
magazine release party?
magazine
You mean
release
the
party.
super spreader event?
right. I it is what it is. I mean, we
Ignorant
had
No,
it,
it wasn't.
we had
We
it-
didn't know that.
We had it way before. We had that on February 26th before the world, the sky
Oh
came
man!
tumbling
Remember
down.
at the end of that, we're like,
That was
you know
literally-
what? This year's gonna
This
fucking
is
rock.
our year.
This is gonna be the greatest year
it
of
was
history.
like we were up to bat. This is our. We're hitting a fucking grand slam.
Yeah. So there was a magazine release. There was the I'm drawing a blank of what I just said.
Rally.
No, there was we raised the money.
Oh, the fundraiser. Yes.
Fundraiser. Thank you so much.
Podcastathon.
Podcastathon. Perfect. We did the virtual dust off, which was incredible for those boys to pull off. We
Yep.
get to judge the spectate a lot.
Oh, it was
Yep.
so funny.
That was so much fun. We could have done that all day long and talked a bunch of shit about everyone. I
Still
mean,
do technically.
no matter what, we were here every single week.
Yeah.
Put out a podcast every single week.
I mean, we got new studios.
We got a new studio. I can't tell you how many podcasts I listened to that took time off because they couldn't make it happen or they didn't want to make it happen or whatever bullshit.
We, regardless of if we were physically here or not, we had plans to make it happen.
Yeah,
were
we had
going to
provisions
make it
in
happen.
place.
Yeah.
Remote or in person.
Yeah.
We're storming borders.
Still do.
Yeah.
Still have those provisions in place if need
Yeah.
be.
Yeah, there's that. There was the rally. There was
The rally.
The rally
and
was such a fucking. I mean, it was certainly the highlight of my automotive summer.
It
was so much fun to see everybody, and I think we can all look back on it. It was done right. It was at a safe distance. Yeah, there were a bunch of people. Nobody clustered up in groups.
we were all outside.
We're in New Hampshire, so we didn't have to do anything mask wise. Everybody wore their masks.
No,
It was fucking great.
It worked out very, very
We
well.
get thrown out of a couple parking lots.
Got a couple tickets. Everybody got to see a mountain.
That was pretty much. That was in the thick of it
We
as
had
well.
a fucking Supra, which still
yeah.
Don't know how that happened. Big shout out to Toyota.
Shouts Toyota. Thank you.
We got a press car in the middle of all this, a Supra nonetheless, a yellow one nonetheless. Yeah, so there was that. There was all the car projects we worked on.
Dude, the ride back from that fucking was brutal.
That was probably
I
one
was
of my
talking
worst.
to the New Hampshire guys
Yeah.
about that, and they were like, "How the fuck did you guys drive?" And it was like, it was so bad
The
driving
only thing
back
that
from
got
that.
me through that was the high from the day.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the only thing that got me through that ride was like the high.
I remember the
of
ride back.
excitement.
What do you want to do? I was like, I just want to sit passenger in the Supra.
Yeah.
So fucking dead. It was such. We definitely should have stayed over, but we
Yeah.
did it right by just
Yeah.
hammering it back. I remember getting back here and just being like, "This is terrible.
Yeah.
I now have to drive home."
We got
Yeah, the worst part is definitely, the half hour home after here.
Oh, it was so bad.
yeah, that was terrible. We got new neighbors here.
Yep.
Incredible
Yep.
neighbors that we're incredibly appreciative and thankful for. Kyle,
Shouts to Kyle.
go back and listen to the podcast.
Shouts to
Katie
Noah.
Designs. Oh, Noah as well, and Noah's been on 2 times, I believe.
Twice, I believe.
Yeah, he's been on. So, I mean, there's lots of things I'm missing. But to me, 2020 can eat my shaved ass. Thanks to Manscaped. So,
Manscaped.
yeah, thanks to Manscaped.
Thanks to Manscaped.
You
We
know,
also got sponsored.
I think we made 2020 our bitch. That's right. And we got a legitimate sponsorship.
Not that all the other ones previously before were not.
No, but
got
this
national
is
sponsors.
from,
Right. This
yeah.
was it kind of made it a bit more real, like
More
kind
official.
of contracts and all that
Yeah.
baloney.
Obligations, like
yeah.
real ones.
and we spent it on pizza.
More than it.
one time. Now that you kind of cue it that way, I guess it was pretty good for
Yeah.
us because I'm always living in,
The shadow,
uh,
like that song,
in like
the Yellow
shallow-
Submarine.
The what do you call it? Month to month, week compartments, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, we have to sort out rent and figure all that out. So it's just that's all right. What's next for the magazine? What's next for calendars? What's next for all that? That's kind of where I live on a day-to-day basis. So now that you mention all that stuff, it's like, oh shit, we did do all that. I forgot all about.
Yeah,
Well, not
we
forgot, but
released
like just
2 magazines, right? 2?
2. Yeah,
Two,
it was
2 magazines. So we released 2 magazines.
Calendar.
Calendar,
Yeah.
some shirts, bunch of stickers, air fresheners.
What's the goal for 2021? Have you guys thought?
We're not even at 2021 yet. No goal.
More of the same, but certainly involving the people more. If we can, obviously,
Right.
pending, I'm hoping, fingers crossed, maybe I'm horrifically wrong. By June of next year, we'll be kind of back to things. And we have a lot of plans. We have a ton of plans, things that we want to do here to entertain people, to have fun with everybody, whether it be events that we want to do that we can't right now.
Oh, we had our top secret show this year too.
We did, right?
Yeah.
That's right. We
Thank
did, which was a great.
Which was incredible.
it was,
Yeah, it was
Reno
a
Throwdown.
really good show.
as long
It
as we
was like
can,
a mini Luftercult. The display, like the placement of the cars and everything was awesome.
as long as we can be outside, we can still kind of do stuff. What obviously kills us now is we're in New England
Yeah.
and it's fucking winter and it's 30 degrees out. So now is the time we have to sort things out. But we plan to do much more than we did this year. As long as obviously we're going to certainly try. As I was talking to Chuck earlier, like, yeah, we got to starting to plan some travel to go film some stuff. There's a
Yeah.
bunch of stuff and people we want to visit and film and make cool shit with. And we hope to do that.
Yeah. So I think we made 2020 our bitch.
Yeah. Fuck you, 2020.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying. We made it out alive.
It's somehow we made
Not
it.
yet.
We made it, right? That's where.
Well, when they hear this,
You got
It'll
one
be
day
New
left.
it'll be
Eve.
the last day.
Yeah.
So
Right, that's true. A lot can happen in 24 hours.
So happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you. We're not done yet, but thank you, seriously, everybody who supported us in 2020. We know a lot of you, it's real fucking shitty for you as well.
But thanks for sticking
But-
with the boys of summer.
Yeah, seriously. And you guys, there's been countless amounts of you have sent DMs or messages or whatever, just kind of thanking us. Like, yeah, you don't need to thank us. We're going to be here.
TMs,
Whether-
gift baskets.
Whether there's one person or however many people listening every week, we are going to be here. It just kind of is part of our life now. And we've met a lot of great people from that. So, yeah, as Corey said, fuck you, 2020. We'll
Yeah.
be back next year.
I'm telling you,
So let's predict the future.
Yeah.
give it the double bird.
Boosh.
Give the old butt cheeks.
Yeah.
one prediction I think is we are going to see or hear about the development of a successor to an S2000.
Really?
It's coming.
Like
Wow.
actually, like confirmed, right? Because we hear about that every year.
No, like an actual one. Like,
Oh, wow.
like
That tickles my pickle.
not. We're not going to see it at an auto show because probably aren't going to have any auto shows. But
The virtual
the-
Tokyo Auto Salon.
the
You see what
development
Daihatsu
at the
did?
very least similar to the FT1 of the Supra.
Yeah.
I think we'll see something like that. Whether or not it's the next calendar year when we actually see the car, I highly doubt it. But something, because now I don't think they can.
They can't not do it.
They can't. They're obviously paying attention to. Well, the Supra did this. Well, now Nissan's doing this. Oh, and look at how good our Type R sales have gone.
Yeah.
I think they can't ignore it.
I think they ignore it, just like my R36 claim at the end of last year,
Oh, that we're gonna see. Oh yeah, no.
and it's just
Oh,
nothing.
shit, yeah. There's one we didn't see that.
People are
at
just
all.
pushing on that Italia design thing that they did. That was $1 trillion.
R50.
It was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
Seeing it in person was really cool.
Yo,
but,
you
like,
guys got to see it. Yeah, I'm R36. I just don't think it's ever gonna happen. Not that it's ever gonna happen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it happens. I'd say by 2025 we'll see it for sure.
Yeah,
And it'd be like hybrid powertrain.
but it's not coming 2021. We're never gonna hear about
no,
it. No.
no.
No, I think.
And we got
start-
lucky with the 400Z that
Yeah.
Corey got a little songbird told us about
Right.
before anybody.
There's some other stuff that Songboard told me about as well that is still in the pipelines that we'll probably see this year. So, like some, never mind.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
What other kind of predictions?
Not seeing the Cybertruck through all of 2021.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Or the Roadster.
Or the Roadster.
Or the Roadster.
I believe that in our chat room here, Saucy Goat Tits is the name, which is
That's a new one.
a solid one. Aliens are coming 100%. I'm in on that.
Okay.
I will agree.
You gonna do the
There's-
180 days till disclosure
They're
thing?
already
Yes.
among us.
You saw that? Yeah.
Yeah,
We get it. That's,
I think he's right. I think we're getting a visit or something.
we're already
Yeah.
visited.
Yeah, you know, but we're gonna get a confirmation.
Oh yeah, 100%. Now, whether it means anything,
Let's just take this baby right off the rails. It's happening. That's it.
Yeah.
That's gonna
it.
delay the R36 further.
Maybe indefinitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, could indefinitely delay.
Oh, S2000.
Exactly. You're
May
gonna
not
factor
happen.
all this against aliens.
Right. That's true. There's an alien conflict, if you will.
You know, now that Josh brought it up earlier, I don't think we see a Bronco in 2021. You see the Bronco Sport.
Oh, I think
I don't
we
think we
do.
see a real
I
Bronco.
think so.
I think we do. They have to.
It did get delayed.
I know, but they have competition.
And the original one, the original delivery date for it was late 2021.
Yeah. Right.
Ugh.
That's true. They didn't. Right.
So
right.
original delivery date was expected of late 2021. If it gets delayed even a month, like
Right.
you
It
get,
could
you
very
get
well.
real late.
Right. Could very well push back. On that same note,
Revival's return to Twitch.
I don't know. Maybe we got to sort that. I think we kind of want to have dueling streams.
Don't cross them, though.
the
Don't cross
streams.
them.
The Mach-E.
The
Mach-E Mach.
Hey, Mach-E.
Mach-E.
Okay, what up?
Hey, I think it's a fucking gigantic success.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I don't think so.
I think it's gonna fly.
Once
I think
they
it's gonna
battle
fly.
out the battery woes of supply
Yeah.
that everyone besides one person is having,
because we're supposed to start seeing them next year, I believe.
yeah.
I go, woes.
What price do we think they're coming in at? Do we know?
I think they laid out all the pricing already.
Or actually, they're still negotiating with the purchasers.
Well, that's the other issue.
Oh,
So
I
advertised
go,
price
woes.
starting at mid-30s, but it goes on up from there. I believe until almost
So
50,
compared to
50
like a
grand.
Model Y, they're cheaper, right?
They'll be cheaper for sure.
Starting at 42.8.
Okay, so which one is that?
That's the 300-mile range version. Actually, this says starting at 42,895, but as low as 35,395.
With rebates and things.
With all so what's like the
Yeah,
real price
after,
versus like
right after federal tax credit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe they will be a huge success just because people are going to flock to
A known.
Like a known brand, right?
a known
Right.
brand because there's still the people out there who don't know. Tesla's an American car company.
Right.
You think we're going to see Tesla stock finally reach the stars or what? You think it's going to stay
what do you
slow
mean?
like this year?
Reach the stars. It is. What? Hold on.
So Tesla does a bunch of solar as well. Like if you want solar roof,
Yeah.
Tesla's the way to go.
Oh, absolutely.
Battery
So
banks.
I think, I wonder what's going to happen to Elon.
Did you see the
It's
market
only like a
cap
hair
thing?
under 700 right now.
Did you see the market cap
Yeah,
thing?
it's 660 something it was today.
So they are there. It says right here 659 billion, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's more than
Every single other manufacturer.
Subaru, Nissan, Ford, Fiat Chrysler, Honda, BMW, GM, Mercedes, Volkswagen, and Toyota.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
of
but they're
Combined.
not just a car company.
Yeah.
That's where all those evaluation guys fall flat on their faces.
Whether
Right.
they're just a car company or not, I mean, what else are they doing that's really going into direct to consumer?
Solar roofs,
Solar roofs, has that
power
actually
walls.
kind of
Yeah, they're being
taken off?
installed.
Okay, so I didn't know solar
Flamethrowers.
roofs.
Power walls,
Flamethrower, come on.
flamethrowers,
This guy, we have a flamethrower.
SpaceX. which
SpaceX
is
not a direct
it's its own-
consumer.
Yes, it's its own company that hasn't IPO yet, but
I didn't know
Solar
solar
City.
roofs were obviously a thing. I didn't know those were actually being installed yet.
yeah, one of Kinner's buddies puts them in.
Really?
Yeah, they're pretty wild.
So
yeah, they're more than a car company. That's why everyone's like, well, no other car company's worth that much. Like, yeah, but
Yeah.
I say it all the time. Elon doesn't he doesn't hide his plans.
Yeah. Maybe other car companies should diversify.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are into SUVs.
Merchandise.
Mustang.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. There's another prediction. 4-door Mustang.
Oh, well,
I
didn't
think
you
that
say
might already be confirmed.
SUV.
Didn't you
I
already?
think it's going to happen. Not
No, it's gonna be
not
a
SUV,
Taurus.
sedan.
you mean
What
like
a
a
fucking-
6 Series?
Do you think
Like a
Ford
Grand
just
Coupe
changes their
style.
name to the Mustang
to
company?
Mustang. I think there's a shit ton of Mustang stuff in the works.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. There's definitely.
Obviously, we won't see it all come to fruition.
They're going to
in
separate that as its
2021.
own brand. The
What
same
about like
way,
a Skechers Mustang collab? You know, so if you don't get your New Balance, you go Skechers,
You go Skechers.
with the Mustang logo on the side.
They want to get
Oh,
younger.
I see.
They
Yeah,
want
but
to
the
get
New
younger.
Balance is already taken over by Vets.
Right.
Right.
I like that.
So
yeah.
I can see Dodge doing the separate branding with the SRT,
Mm-hmm.
like they do with the Ram. I don't see Chevy ever doing it separately with the Corvette.
No.
They
Although, didn't they talk about that?
Yeah.
talked about an SUV.
Yeah, I think it'll always be the Chevrolet Corvette SUV. It won't be
Or-
the Mustang. You know,
What if they went Stingray?
Stingray.
If they
As a
ju-
brand.
if just
As
Stingray
a
is
brand.
Mm,
I mean, it's
it's not that. It doesn't have that good of a
like a
name.
package.
No,
of
it's sort
a
of like Stellantis.
Corvette.
Do I don't know. Do we? I think. Do we see the Journey to Hell this year?
The Journey to Hell. No.
I'm praying we do. They
Yeah,
just.
I mean-
their whole marketing, their whole go-to-market plan is: listen, we've got a decade-old fleet of cars. Every year we put the Hellcat engine in something.
Yeah, we're going Hellcat minivan
Yeah,
2021.
Yeah,
Journey to
Journey
Hell.
to Hell. Dodge Journey to Hell.
I think we do.
I think we do.
I think we do. Because I think
I
To
think
our-
someone's going to build it. I
to
don't
our
think
Dodge
it's gonna be
guy,
Dodge.
listen, I need to be the first one with one of those.
I think they are watching, and I
Listening?
have no doubt that obviously not us. I don't mean it that way. I have no doubt that they seen that render and went, "Wow, people like that."
oh my
You know what? We got a couple motors.
700 horsepower front wheel drive Dodge minivan. I'm in.
I think it'd be all wheel.
I
think
would
it'd be
want
all
front.
wheel. I'd picture it being all wheel
Imagine just laying strips on the highway, front wheel drive.
at 80
What's,
miles an hour.
Busy's got that. Busy-Moto's got that Honda Odyssey thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
just fucking ridiculous. Yeah, I mean, because what else can they put it in? They're running out of cars to put it in. Obviously, they're going to do it in the Wrangler.
They are. That one's interesting.
Well, they haven't put the Hell motor in. They're putting
Not
the
a Hell
392.
motor.
See how many times it
yeah,
flips.
V8, and then which is going to be more expensive than the TRX.
Yeah,
Yeah, for a not so.
yeah, but it's a Jeep. It's better than a TRX.
I don't know. I'd take that TRX.
That's inaccurate.
Yeah, that TRX would be in my driveway 10 times over.
No, I'd take a Jeep with the big 8 in it. Oh my God, it'd be so much better.
I don't know.
Pickup trucks suck, buddy. That's
The
the problem with
TRX?
pickup trucks.
I don't know. TRX, that's different. That's different.
If
I
I had to
don't know.
take any vehicle from the Dodge lineup, it would be the TRX only.
That would be my first pick.
Yeah.
100%.
Dougie Details, bring back the Chrysler Prowler with the Demon motor.
Wow.
That's a brilliant idea.
Wow.
The Prowler. That's a certain kind of person.
Bring back the TP Cruiser.
That's a colorful fella.
And that's my guy. That's my guy right there. I stand by Doug.
Oh, those fucking things. What else? What
So
else?
my realtor for my place in the desert turned up in a Jeep. What's the bad SUV Jeep?
Renegade?
Trackhawk?
The Compass?
No. Like a new Liberty, maybe.
Liberty.
The worst one. Turns up in one of those one day. Next day she turns up convertible PT Cruiser. I was like talking about the car she had. She's like, "Oh, I got a Hummer too."
Of course she does.
The 3 worst
Yeah.
cars you could buy.
That's a fucking unbelievable collection
Yeah,
of
she's got a
vehicles.
Pontiac Aztec in the garage as well.
So I sent you that photo, right? There's this on the way to my place. There's 2 gold Aztecs, the same person parked next to each other in the lot. I sent you that photo.
Yeah.
Right? Like 2 Aztecs next to each other.
Or weekend cars, Saturn Ion Redline.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what Volkswagen's going to do there. They have big plans to, put out electric cars. I don't know if they're going to release a new model. The ID3 is already out there. I don't know if there's going to be an ID4 or something
Isn't
new.
there
Wait,
the
it's called the
ID4?
ID4. The ID3's the.
Oh, is it? I thought
Wait.
the ID3 was the little thing that everyone's kind of been testing and driving.
Oh, I thought that's the
And
ID.
the ID4 was an idea.
No, ID4 is a thing.
Yeah.
Is a thing?
Yeah,
or
you can reserve
A
right now.
Volkswagen thing?
It's like a little
I wish.
CUV.
What do
Dumpster
we
with
think
wheels?
about the Volkswagen Samba like bus coming back? Because they keep
They always
teasing
keep,
that.
they
Yeah.
keep teasing it.
But that would sell.
Yeah,
for
this
sure.
is the ID4. Oh,
I think-
Jesus
Oh, yeah.
Christ, sold out.
Volkswagen
Can't
kind
even
of
order.
missed their mark on that because they could have brought back their latest version of their like bus or
Yeah.
van. Or I should say van, not the fucking Rutan thing or whatever it was. It was a
Right.
Chrysler
Yeah,
or
but
whatever.
like the T7
Yeah, the
or whatever it is.
T3,
Like
T4, whatever
they
it
have
is.
them in Europe and they're
They
super
crush
popular.
Crush
yeah.
it there. And they're super versatile and they're adaptable. And then they didn't bring that here, and that's where Ford capitalizes with their transit vans.
Yeah.
That you can kind of do whatever you want to, and you can put.
And Sprinters obviously are super popular here.
Yeah.
Everyone's converting those, that van life.
So I think Volkswagen really missed the mark on that because that would have been a huge market for them,
Yeah.
and it would have been easy to electrify that using some of their stuff they already have. But I don't know. To see like that classic style bus, I don't.
I text Webb and asked because he shoots all the Dodge stuff, and I said, "Are we getting a Journey to Hell?" And he said, "Haha, I don't think so."
Come on.
So
Webb.
either he's 100% knows that it's happening, and he's just fuck. How did they guess?
Exactly.
Or maybe
That's exactly
they're
what
not
it is.
doing it.
Yeah.
I know what we're all hoping for, and that's the return of car shows.
Yeah.
Like even, during the summer last year was pretty hard time. So it was even small events were kind of frowned upon. So towards the end it got a little lighter, but I'm hoping we get a Wolf Scar, we get a Dust Off, we get all the good stuff, even if it's in a smaller capacity or under some type of rules. But
Dust off April 25th.
yeah,
Guaranteed
that's what I'm
rain.
praying for.
Be ready.
Guaranteed
I'll
rain
take
that
I'll
day.
Guaranteed
take
rain.
the rain.
Yeah.
I'll take the rain.
I'll
if that-
happily take the rain.
Just, fucking bathe naked in the middle of the track if it still happens. Yeah, no, seriously, because all the showrunners that we know, Dust Off, Wolfscart, the Fieldworks guys, they deserve to have their shows, and we
Yeah.
don't want to see those things go away. So
And there
fingers
better be some
crossed
fresh
it can be
fucking
allowed.
builds, all right?
Yeah,
Listen,
no kidding.
even Daddy Chuck's putting a little something together for the car shows this year,
Speaking of what,
refreshing an icon.
speaking what everyone's going to do with their $600 stimulus checks.
I'm buying 100 rounds of 5.56.
No, what were we talking?
Almost
before?
1 share of Tesla.
Were we talking about knives before? I can't remember what it was.
Knives at the
Oh,
gas.
no, we
You
were
buying
talking-
gas station knives? You buy a lot of those.
1999.
By 30 of them.
So what do we think? Oh, I think the M3 and M4 are not flops, even as ugly as they are.
No, I think they've already proven to not be flops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
they'll
think they'll
never
just
be
fly
flops.
off the shelves.
Yeah, I think no matter what, there's going to be a market for, even if the new market isn't the old market, there's still a market for
It's
them.
the new hype beast market
Yeah.
for those
Yeah.
cars.
Boys,
It's the new Supreme.
do we see, and we've talked about it before, do we see key car fever?
Oh, it's
Coming
already
to
here.
America.
It's
Yeah.
already here.
Yeah.
Do these car shows, are we going to see overrun with key cars?
I hope
Not-
so.
I
I
don't
want to see
think-
what people do to them.
I don't think overrun yet. Give it a year or two.
Yeah. I think key car fever's coming.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially after driving one for a little
And
bit.
if we can actually put our key car league together and have it, we'll do it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Special K.
Yep. Special K.
Formula K. Anybody get any lead on some 4-inch TE37s? I'm your man.
Stickies. We need stickies.
Stickies, yeah. We
R-rated
need
tires.
a pallet of tires.
It's probably like $30 to ship in.
But yeah, Key Car Fever. Hopefully it's coming. They're a lot of fun and they're light money. As of right now, I think you're going to see the Beats, the Cappuccinos go way up in price.
The trucks too. The trucks are just going to.
I don't think so. There are too many trucks.
They're just those are going to be the most.
I think trucks are so
most that we
cheap. But you know, Beats are cheap for what they are, and Cappuccinos are cheap for what they are. The AZ ones you could buy them for like $7,000 a year ago.
Yeah.
They're like 15 now.
And now they're
At
right,
least,
double
yeah.
that.
So I think that the sport ones, the Cappuccinos, Beats, and AZs are already going up. You're going to start seeing the hatches go up.
Yeah.
I don't know about trucks, man. There's so many of those fucking things.
Yeah, they're the most utilitarian vehicle over there. So they're so overly produced and like they're just no matter what. Even if someone's like, yeah, it's here now, and I want X amount of dollars for it, I can just buy the same one and wait a little bit.
Why would anybody pay for that? Or why would anybody pay that much for that?
Yeah.
I.e., like everything we were into in the 90s.
Well, it's funny because like I don't really look forward to like new release cars, but I look forward to like the 1996 Acties being able to come to America because it's got the facelift. You know, I think you're gonna see a lot more of that. Like, oh, I can't wait for this K car to be ready. You know.
Yeah, it's true. We're in a point where each year that ticks by, there's like a new release of a available imported vehicle. We'll kind of have that sweet spot because there was a lull for a little bit. You know, kind of like early 90s, like early 90s, like late 80s stuff. Right. There wasn't anything too special to bring over.
No, they're 180SXs and Skylines, and now those are crazy. Now the R33s, Stagias, that kind of stuff.
Stagia, ooh.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. And, you know, the trucks and the cool hatches, like the, whatever the Avazzato thing I have, the mirrors and the Alto Works is... Like this Honda City turbos. Yeah. There's cool stuff coming. And as you look at it, you can see what's coming down the pipeline. You're like, oh man, like I'm gonna get my money right for that. So get my $5,000 right, you know?
Yeah. Right. So not in 2021, but do you think manufacturers start to take note of how popular these things are? How people are buying so many of them and they try to make a play on their own?
It's so they're so not safe for modern standards. I don't think you can.
You can't make stuff that size anymore because safety and impact zones and crumple zones.
What about
the
Toyota IM, the Toyota IQ?
Yeah, no, that is small,
but it's not.
But it's safe.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel. I'm sure if you stood next, like you stand next to Chuck's red car.
Well, the IQ is it would be smaller than that red car.
That thing comes up to his waist. It's like
as far as length goes, but
like width, the things.
Width, yeah, you're right because the
IQ
looks funky because it's as long as it is wide.
Right.
You know, so it's like a roller skate.
Yeah.
That red car, if there was one seat in there, it would also look like it would fit.
Yeah.
Like if you got in there and it was one single center steering wheel, center seat, you'd be like, yeah, it looks like a one wide.
Yeah, it's the width on those things that really catches people off guard.
Yeah, much like Josh said, like the tiny car fever. I wonder if some manufacturers start to take note. Because like what is it? Toyota, they had this funny thing.
Well, I mean, look at the GR Yaris. Take note. I want one.
Yeah.
Right.
I will buy one.
25 years from now.
Yeah. So Toyota is finally listening, and they have a new rear-wheel drive 2-seater coupe that has 12 horsepower, and it's this like little like K thing.
What's it called?
The C-Pod.
That looks like if you were sitting in a wheelchair.
Wait, 12
and
horsepower?
had like a rain cover over it.
I'll gap the shit out of that.
Yeah, you would get the shit out of it. Yeah.
You want to run for pink, son?
You know, so it makes me wonder if they start to take. Oh, well, these people are buying all this shit from fucking Japan filled with farts. Like,
well, it really depends, right? Because the only people dumb enough to buy this shit from Japan are car enthusiasts. And if we've learned anything from automotive companies, is they don't give a shit about cars enthusiasts,
right?
And that they can never compete with the price.
The fringe of idiots that buy this stupid Japanese junk
is very small
because we're just surrounded by idiots like ourselves.
That's true.
We're like people are really into this stuff. We're like, I drive my mirror down the road and nobody fucking knows they exist. Yeah, so you know what I mean? It's to us, it's like everybody's into it, and we will see a fever at our weird shows and
just
shit.
like people who watch the news.
But otherwise, yeah, exactly.
Right, yeah,
crazy people.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's the general consumer that wants another beige Camry.
Yeah. Let me get that beige.
Yeah, that's a great point. Well, fuck it. Yeah, I hope mainstream manufacturers they don't.
Yeah, stay off our shit.
Just make cool new shit.
Everyone just wants SUV, like
I want an S660
SUVs, right? That's all they want.
Ugh.
Right.
Yeah, it's a
They
bummer.
want boring automatic.
I mean, I say this every
SUV
year, but
thing.
I would love a resurgence of wagons.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
like Professor Miller saw the RS6 today,
I saw that.
and
yeah.
he said it's rude in
Yeah.
person. It is
Oh,
very
absolutely.
rude in person.
I'm sure it sounds rude, looks rude.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
said
All
I
of
saw
the
the,
above.
the rack
Ignorant.
wasn't a Thule, so that was pretty rude itself. Spent his money in the wrong place.
Those things are ridiculous. I was
Yeah.
with my buddy in his Macan GTS, like pulled up behind one on PCH, and my friend's like, "What the fuck is that?" I was like, "Those things are cool," and he's like, "I don't even know what it is," and I was like, "It's faster than your GTS," and he's like, "No way." I was like,
Dude,
100%,
yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
McCann, is that the big one?
No, the little
No,
one.
that's the little
Oh.
guy.
I was gonna say the other GTS, the big one.
Yeah.
I destroyed in my M Coupe. It's like the slowest car on earth. But
Like, a Cayman? Not a Cayman, a Cayenne.
Cayenne
Cayenne.
GTS,
GTS.
Jesus, those things must be so goddamn heavy.
And expensive.
But that RS6, we gave the guy the nod, like through the rear view mirrors, and he like gave us a
beat
nod.
down.
Yeah.
Hit
You
it
gotta
with a
get
blast.
it. What's his face? Brian from Rotiform bought
Yeah,
one.
Just got one, right.
Yeah. Also, some
Already-
crazy X5 thing.
Yeah.
It's all black. He asked what the license plate should be. I said Russia.
There you go.
We did the BMW. BMW did a M Sport day, so you could go
Oh,
and
that's
drive
right.
the,
That's right.
the M Sport, like the 230 and the
Every single one of their
Whatever it
cars now is an M Sport.
and it was unbelievably fun.
Was it the
That's
X3?
awesome.
Did you get to drive like X3M or?
So we did the regular thing was free, and then you paid. It was like $200 or something to do the M Sport. So it was all it was the X3, 4, 5, and 6
Mhm.
X Sport M comps, and so we did like one thing where you like shot down a straightaway 0 to whatever, and then you had to like instantly change lanes to like avoidance thing. So we
Yeah.
did that.
Moose
the
test.
moose, yeah,
The
moose
moose
test.
test. So we did that, and he's like, the guy's like, go down when you get to 30, then do it, and then 40 is like go as fast as you can. You get to like 50 doing it, and then there was another thing where you had to go straight and then like take a sharp left and brake at the same time. So it's just like foot on the gas, fast as you can, turn the steering wheel, put your foot on the brake. So we did a couple of like training things, and then there was a track. So you kind of shot down, like wiggled a bit, came back, looped around, did that. So, and then there was like a timed track. So they had everyone from the whole day do it. They had like four different groups doing it, and it was a lot of fun. Though we did it in the X4M comps, and they were the bigger cars. The 5 and 6 were obviously faster, but the 3 and the 4 were super quick. It was really, really fun, and they handle unbelievably well.
Now, did you do this with the motoring club?
Yeah, so we got like preferential rates through that, I guess maybe, but it was a ton of fun.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah,
Do we see the Supra this year?
I think
again,
we.
not on
It
for sale,
doesn't
but
come out, but we catch wind.
It's coming. It's coming.
It breaks wind.
It breaks wind. Yeah, because the Supra came out right.
Yeah.
Now they've already had a revision.
Yep.
Of the Supra, it would be a little early if they then said, "Okay, now we're gonna have a
The
third."
2022 is
Yeah.
is
Yeah, we're gonna get a
is
little-
Yeah.
if there's a SEMA, are they going to just be all Supra, like tuning packages and body kits?
I would
and-
imagine
Wasn't it
so.
last year?
That was last
yeah,
year.
the last time it actually happened, it was all Supras.
Yeah,
I
bet
think it's
there's
C8s.
I bet there's a surge of
maybe.
C8s and M's, new M's.
yeah, like
sure
body,
that-
like new fronts for M3s and M4s.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a line of people.
Well, I think if you're buying a car to tune, and you got that new car money, a Supra's a fucking great bet.
Right.
Oh, it's a
Right.
huge. I mean, what better platform can you start from at that
I
price
don't think
point?
you can. I mean, a vet, but besides that, you can't.
Yeah.
And even then, I mean, a Supra's turbo. It's easier to make fast.
And right, I was just going to say, because doesn't the vet have some strict
Lockout stuff.
locks? Yeah.
Allegedly.
Quite difficult. But I'm sure by now.
I don't follow
There's already
along.
turbo ones and stuff, so
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's that strict.
I don't follow along as anyone's actually broken into that.
We
stuff
get
yet.
Z06. We get some real Z06
Ooh,
picks
I
and
bet
details.
we do get Z06.
Probably, right? It's
2021. I bet we get that pretty early.
Yeah, I would think so. Chevy's going to give you a little taste for Christmas.
Yeah, maybe by February. Anything else that's going to be mind blowing besides the aliens?
The rise of the MCV.
Right. We should get a rise of the
We're
MCV.
going to get some motherfucking thump in that thing.
And we're talking cam thump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Glug glug.
A glug, a glug.
Unlike
yeah.
the glugs from my E36.
Exactly.
Um,
Full of frogs.
Yeah. I'm tired. I think that's gonna do it.
Let's get questions, man. Just
Oh
get a
yeah, we
couple
gotta
in.
get questions. My God.
Don't get tired. You
I'm
want
already
here? You
tired.
want the other half of my soda?
No, good. It was the beer. It was the beer and pizza that's made me
Fucking
tired.
beer, buddy.
Great pizza, BT Dubs.
Yeah, great
My
pizza.
God.
Wow.
Yeah, Frank
Mr.
Pepe.
Frank
Wow.
You showed up right at the right time too.
Yeah, really. As if you timed it.
I was only like 10 slices in.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Seriously,
The
that
grease
was like
was the grease was still warm.
Yeah, I hadn't like coagulated yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
two
really nice.
two pizzas fully fed, us 4 dudes, and there's still pizza left.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Mm.
that bacon pizza was
Phenomenal. It's unbelievable.
One pizza would have done it.
I think
honestly,
they
but-
warmed the bacon. I don't even think they cooked it, and it was delightful.
Yeah, it's peat all over the pizza.
Yeah. Let's start from the bottom. Shouts to the swoops.
Shouts to swoops.
Talking about, I believe, stores. To superstores there. He said not only does Stewart's, which I think we talked about last week,
Sure did.
make their own ice cream,
Chili.
but also, boys, if we had a drum roll, I'd hit it right now, but also their own energy drinks and soda.
Fuck out of here. I know they make their own soda, and it's very
How-
good.
do they just rebrand an energy drink?
No, they've made their own soda for a long. Like you can buy Stewart soda.
So you buy Stewart soda and they just throw a little bit of taurine in it or something like that?
Right.
Yeah, I think that's probably what they
Cocaine,
do.
yeah.
Dash
yeah,
a bang.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there a Stewart's anywhere around here?
I don't know.
There's one in Vermont.
We just drove 45 minutes to a pilot, so we can make something happen.
Yeah, how close is the one in Vermont? I mean, we can definitely
Stewart
make the trip.
Shop. See locations.
While he's looking that up, Jake_MX5. What is your favorite?
JKMX5.
What is your favorite burger joint?
In and out.
Chomp in Providence.
Chomp is really good for sure. I don't know. I mean, I like Shake Shack a lot. I really do.
They've
I like.
fallen off for me, but
I love Shake Shack. I think what does it is that I like the fries at Shake Shack better
Yeah.
than In and Out.
Yeah, yeah.
I've not experienced
McDonald's fries.
I haven't had it in forever.
McDonald's fries are just the way.
Someone
to
had
go.
it at work the other day, and
But-
like the smell punched me in the face.
It's a very distinct smell.
Oh my god! And I was like, I haven't had them in years. But the smell punched me in the face and immediately like triggered something as if I was like used to be a meth addict. And like I was craving, I was going through withdrawals. And I just smelt it.
For In and Out fries, you got to go double fried. So they extra fry them so they're crispy because
Really?
normally they're soggy.
Yeah.
They taste like they're like floppy.
Yeah.
No good.
No good.
Boys, there's a Stewart's in Bennington, Vermont, which is 40 minutes from the hill in the wrong direction. So maybe I'll go.
Oh, boy.
It is on the Vermont. It's on the Vermont. Where the fuck is that New York border?
Wow. Okay.
It's on the Canadian border, you mean?
Dude, there's a lot of Stewart's, but like if you look at the map, like they're all
Oh my God, it's
Like-
one spot.
they're New York.
Wow.
They're like upstate.
Okay, yeah, it's one region.
Oh, I think Jack maybe goes through there on the way to the hill, so
Most
maybe we can put
likely.
an order in.
Paul Aspen.
Paul Aspen.
Shouts to Paul Aspen. He just writes, "Hi, haven't asked a question in a while. What were your highlights of 2020?" I think we covered that pretty good. But shouts to you, Paul Aspen.
Rally of sorts.
Jake_MX5. As 2020 comes to a close, do you guys feel you spent the year wisely?
Wise enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did what I had to do.
I
Yeah,
got jacked out of a couple trips this year, so I'm not psyched about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did what we had to do. That's it, and continue to do so.
I ain't apologizing for it.
Beefy Clutch.
Beefy clutch.
What's your ideal combo? Pre-80s chassis, post-90 engine. I'd have a Volvo P1800 ES with a V70 RT5.
Wow.
That's quite the
Volvo.
combo.
Wow.
I'm going to be honest, there's a lot for me to think about right now, and I'm way too...
Oh, I take I just do a 3.0 CSL. So
Yeah.
an what's it, an E12 BMW?
E9?
E9, I'm sorry, E9 with put a last gen 3.8 liter S38 motor in it. 3.8, all the horsepowers, all the grumbles. I've seen people have done it. I mean, it's not that big of a deal.
I take Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am.
Yep.
There you go.
Hellcat motor.
Something. I don't know.
Elephant.
I could put whatever. Predator.
Predator.
Yeah, I don't know. Fox body.
There you go.
Fox body Predator.
Oh.
I do the 04 Cobra engine.
All right.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah.
That would sound. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's probably a handful of those.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you
That's
do.
the
It's like
pre-predator.
That's what
everybody
you
in
do.
Fall River.
If you have too much pride and you can't put an LS in it like you should, then yeah, you go and you get
There's the motor.
you will get an 04 Cobra engine. You overpay for it
Mm-hmm.
because they were in fact limited, and you put it in your Fox body,
There you go.
and you make gobs of power, and it sounds fucking amazing. But you spent 3 times as much as you should have.
Yeah. OBD Works
OBD works.
just writes episode of the year has to be 116 a Predator. Listen back.
Oh my god.
Listen back and had me in stitches again. Well, thank you for listening.
Was
Also,
that the
Nick and-
name of the episode? A
No.
Predator? Oh, I was
No,
gonna
that's
say,
what Nick and
Jesus.
Rachel were on.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I
Yeah.
remember that. That's awesome. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That was an unexpected turn of events.
I can't remember.
Nick
We've
and
had
Rachel are
so many
bad people to have around.
bad influences.
Bad influences.
He shouts to
It
Nick
was the
on his,
carrots.
on his new Sunbeam. Oh, never in a million years thought I'd be interested in a toaster.
Big toaster guy.
Shouts to Nick and the incredible interior he's putting together for his K truck, like full
Oh,
custom
no.
interior.
That's another.
Oh, is
I
that
think
someone
somebody
else's?
Yeah, I believe. I think he's just borrowing it.
Oh, okay. Because
yeah.
I thought they got
Shouts to
it.
Nick
I
to
mean,
do
I-
that to my K truck.
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt if they get one soon because I'm sure. I mean, you get a taste, right? You get a taste.
Yeah.
That's it. You're hooked.
Our man doesn't fit in one.
What?
He doesn't fit in one.
Oh shit! Right. He
He was asking me if mine's any bigger, and I was like, no. I
Yeah,
just have
that's true.
So
a
the
tiny
more
wheel.
modern ones have like a half cab behind them, right? You can get like
you can get the half cabs. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget what they're called. Deck vans or some shit.
so then you can move your seat back.
Yeah, the vans, K vans for anybody
Oh,
like
right, yeah, you can
6
move.
foot or taller, you can move the seat back and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Just cut
Okay,
the roof
that's the
off.
way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
K vans to play.
Dat Maganji
Damaganji.
just writes, Josh, what's the long-term plan of the E36? Well, let's say this: the E36 was on the goal line, about to get in, and my little issue that we thought would be fixed with a couple easy solutions is not.
They reversed the call.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's 4th and 1. We're at the goal line.
I don't know. I think you just gotta. What are you doing this weekend? You coming? Gonna be down here?
Yeah, I'll be here Sunday.
Yeah, we didn't drive the fucking piss out of that
We're gonna
thing.
have a nice little drive.
Josh is
take
gonna learn how to
another-
drift in the parking lot.
No,
There we go.
little-
That's a good way to do it.
No little jaunt.
Mind the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Shout out to Zach Foss.
Shout some Foss.
Another little jaunt in the E36 to get some more miles on it. Essentially, what
You got
the
to get her
problem is-
warm in high revving.
Problem is, right now it's got a sticky lifter on the exhaust side, and it sounds like a bullfrog. If you need to, or if you really want to see what it looks like, go onto our YouTube channel and watch the vlog. I think it's number 4, so you will see it and hear it there. So it's doing that. I'd like to try to have it fix itself because we think it's just clogs in the oil ports on the lifter itself, just because it sat for a long time before I had it, and then it sat for probably a year, starting a handful of times while I had it. So I'm thinking, or Noah the God is thinking, and a few others, if we fire that bad boy up for a little while, let it come up to temp and take it for a few spirited drives, it might lubricate itself and shake itself out. Best case scenario.
Worst case scenario, sun's pissing through.
Right, it gets really bad and the car's never finished. Or I buy some replacement lifters, or take the current one out, hit it with a piece of wood and fix it, because that's apparently
You
how
spray some WD-40 in there?
we put some lifter additive.
There you go.
Some
Shout-
Marvel
shouts-
mystery oil.
Shouts to Liquid Molly
Team lift.
from FCP Euro. So that's in there currently. Hopefully it shakes itself out. If not, I don't know. We're gonna just try to slowly take it apart.
Not
and-
slowing it
and-
down.
and then put it back
Just
together.
fucking send it.
Yeah, exactly. I would like to do a livery on it because I think that'd be really cool for revival. But
Do a Stewart's delivery.
Nathan's hot dogs because I have a giant wiener on the front. Just because I think that'd be cool, and if we have shows, I'd like to bring that along with the MCV. So, Justice Beaver 69.
Justice Beaver, 69.
How low are your expectations for 2021? We're high, buddy. We're super high on 2021.
Up
Maybe.
to the sky.
Yeah,
We're
aliens, like beyond galaxies, far, far
Don't let
away.
them get you down, buddy. It's going to be a great season.
Yeah, just get it together. He also writes, thank you all for being a positive note in 2020. Hey, thank you, buddy. Thank you for building the cool WRX so we can put in the magazine as well.
There you go.
No comment.
B Do Work just writes, is that a crock
B Do
for
Work.
ants? Because I posted a picture of my foot. So he made that comment, and then my wife also said, why does your foot look so weird? Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird looking foot, I
It
guess.
looks like a foot in a crock.
Yeah,
I mean, what do
That's
you
a
want?
man you
like,
married.
that-
Yeah, it
that's-
did look weird, but I don't want to say anything.
I mean, I did look rather pasty, but that's
yeah, it wasn't even the pastiness. It was just a strange angle.
croc angle. Let's see. Ronan _ H21.
Running age 21.
What's your favorite Christmas movie and why is it Die Hard? Die Hard's great. It's up there.
It's not Love Actually.
Yeah, Love Actually is really good.
Are you serious? You serious, Clark?
Yeah, of course, man. Love Actually is fucking excellent. Ben knows
It's a
because he's
classic.
English.
It's a classic. Die Hard is the greatest Christmas movie.
That chick's freaky though in Love Actually. What's her name?
Oh yeah, the assistant.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh man. Wood.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen Love Actually, you're fucking up. I'm honest.
It's Hugh Grant.
Also,
Yeah.
National Lampoons. Yeah, Hugh Grant, National
I was
fucking
gonna say,
treasure.
I mean, National Lampoons, Christmas Vacation. You can't. there's-
Yeah,
Home
it's
Alone,
killer,
Home
but-
Alone 2, classic.
See, I think
Love Actually is funny, and you can watch it with a lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah, it is. It's a triple win.
I've never watched it.
Really?
I've never.
That
actually sat down and
assistant
watched
though. Whoa. Oh, Wood.
I don't even know what movie you're talking about.
Oh man.
You guys can both get points with your girlfriends. Be like,
Yeah,
hey,
just-
let's watch a nice romantic movie. Watch
How's
it.
this Love Actually looking?
Yeah.
Boom.
it. Hey, I got a movie. We can
And then
watch.
text me when the assistant comes up.
Yeah. When she's sitting in a swivel chair and she sits there, she like opens her legs slightly. Classic.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, my
right,
boy.
right into it.
Yeah, it changed my life. Went from a boy to a man.
_ Michael.John _ If you guys
Michael
had to
John.
lease a car for 2021, what would it be? Raptor or TRX?
No, it'd be a Camry hatch.
I don't think. Wait,
Corolla
you
hatch.
can't-
Gotcha.
Corolla hatch.
$150 a month.
Oh, that's what it was. You can
Don't
lease,
at me.
You can lease Raptors, but you can't get a deal on leases, or you can't even lease a Raptor, right?
You can lease a Raptor, it's just nobody knows what it costs.
Yeah. Not cheap.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So
ridiculous.
the kid who I know works at the Ford dealership said no one knows about leasing Raptors at that dealership.
Yeah.
Like it's not an option.
Yeah.
We had to go to a higher end dealership.
He said, I'm sure if you kind of want to like come in and like muscle someone around, maybe they can figure something out, but it's not something they work on there.
Yeah. You buy those things to keep forever, you
Yeah.
know?
MyDaily.cy, another cruise to New Hampshire this
MyDaily.cy.
summer. Yes, sir. We'll
Yeah.
figure out
Yeah, maybe
something.
somewhere different.
Rally in the works.
You guys should
Tom,
go to Christmas Land in New Hampshire
Yeah, that's
in
not
the middle of
creepy
the
at all.
summer.
we passed it.
No,
Oh wait, no, that was Storyland.
Storyland.
Which rocks.
Yeah.
Rocks.
Tom had a very good suggestion
To go
for
to
a
the smallest
potential-
mountain in New
for a
Hampshire.
potential rally idea, and that is hit every state in New England. in
That
one
was
day.
me.
Oh, was
Oh,
it
there
you?
you go.
That was me.
Okay, hit every every
That wouldn't be
state.
hard to do.
Maine's
Maine's kind of a bitch.
I had a it's much more detailed than that. My idea, but yeah,
Yeah, it's just, but that's right.
That would be cool.
Without
like a
giving
weekend.
it-
yeah, it
Stick
would
an
be
overnight in there.
it would be an overnight.
No,
jaunt.
let's do a total bullshit all day run like we did last
yeah,
time.
and it'd
No,
be,
this would be
a
24 hours of
significant
driving.
stop in each state, and one stop in each state.
West Warwick.
Yeah, we walk.
And
Rhode
I
Island would be cheating because the significant stop would be where we started
Yeah.
here.
Nice.
Yeah,
at
I like
Revival
that.
headquarters.
can tell you that as much as we loved the big stickers, we probably won't use big stickers this go around.
Yeah, the big stickers were ridiculous.
just
Josh sent the size, and we were all like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I remember it was 15 by 15. I'm like, well,
Centimeters? Yeah.
where
the idea, I definitely got it. However, there was some unneeded attention.
right. I was just gonna say we were very identifiable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quite identifiable.
Oh look,
Yeah.
all those cars are together. Let me give the boys a shout. Head up.
Hey, that GTR is going 175.
Yeah, especially the fucking yellow Supra. Oh my God, Artie Woo Cakes.
Artie Woo Cakes.
Which celebrity do you think has a creepy fetish? All of them.
A celebrity with a creepy fetish. Hold on. We can get into this
Let's
one.
go. Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Come on. Not an easy one.
I think his is right there out in the open.
Oh, man. Too bad he didn't say politician, but celebrity.
All
No,
them-
I mean,
all them
What
too.
celebrities do I know? Oh, how about the assistant from Love Actually?
I mean,
man.
what level of celebrity are we talking here? Because I mean, I know-
A-list. We're going A-list.
Oh, A-list? I mean, I was gonna say we know Tom Segura is into some fucking strange
yeah,
shit.
he is.
He's in definitely some strange
That guy's
shit.
Is he?
hilarious.
Does he say it on his podcast?
He's got a fucking hour-long comedy special about it.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's wonderfully weird.
Also wonderfully hurt right now. So shout out to him.
Yeah.
Oh, really? What happened to him?
Great beat ball player.
Fucking annihilate himself playing basketball.
Oh, really?
I'm
Yeah.
going with Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant.
Oh yeah, well,
You know,
Is
he
he the
was
one-
just, he was
Oh,
just in
he's
that
the one with the
show, right?
prostitute.
he got caught one time.
Yeah, yeah.
George Michael?
What was that other guy who was
That
into?
guy's- yeah.
What was that other guy who was into
Richard Gere apparently
Richard
with
Gere,
hamsters, but
the gerbling?
no one. Yeah, no one's proved that that's true. But obviously, if you say something once, then it's true.
Right.
Where
yeah.
the smoke is fire, right, Josh?
Well, that was pre-internet. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that was
where there's a
pre-internet.
gerbil, there's a butthole.
I heard the guy that plays Henry Cavill, the guy that plays
Oh, yeah.
Superman,
Yep.
total freak.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I heard that from my buddy Paul in California. Looked it up online. Not substantiated at all, but Paul, I'm representing, buddy.
I
I
bet
got
you,
you.
what's her face? Gal Gadot, whatever her fucking name is.
I hope so.
I bet she does some strange shit.
Would.
Yeah.
I feel like she's kind of a squid and probably isn't doing anything.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think maybe that's the vibe she wants to put off, but then she probably likes getting her
I
fucking
saw
head
like an
stepped on or
interview with
something.
her with like talking about her kid. She's like, "Oh, you know, my kid said this." I'm like, she's probably pretty boring.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta put out the vibe to throw people off.
She hits you with that Krav Maga.
Yeah.
Oh boy, Tyler, say what?
Don't want to put it out there, you know.
Four key cars or one normal car?
Four key
Four
cars
key
every
cars.
single
Key cars,
time.
Yes, 100%. And they're only a quarter, so you can end up with half and still be happy.
Yep.
2-car
garage, 8 cars.
Edelman.
Edelman, big shout.
Oh boy, here we go. Here's a great way to end.
Oh boy.
I think we end on this one. Let's settle this once and for all. Milwaukee or DeWalt?
Oh, Milwaukee every
Milwaukee.
single time. Yeah.
Milwaukee. Yeah, yeah,
100%.
yeah.
Really?
Too bad you didn't have Makita in there, which is way better than both of those.
I mean, I'm a Ryobi guy, but DeWalt used to be like top tier.
but it was, and then it
when
fell off.
Corded,
Mm-hmm.
and then once kind of the world switched to battery.
Yep. That was right. That's very
Yeah.
true.
I don't
They
know. I
all-
think original battery game, DeWalt was king,
Yeah.
and then once these other guys came out swinging,
Yeah.
man.
When
Milwaukee, I think, is the new
They're
new
dog.
king.
Yeah, they're top dog right now.
when
Because I was a Makita man, got turned on to Makita by a big tool guy,
Yeah.
and then I don't know, man. Everybody, the Milwaukee's are really coming through. They
Yeah.
got the soldering iron. They get the electric grease gun. Here I am waiting for Makita to release a goddamn electric grease gun to grease all my farm equipment. Come on.
I bought when I moved here in 2008, straight to Home Depot, DeWalt screwdriver, drill.
Yeah.
Still got it. 12 years later. Works like a charm. So
Same
I-
battery and everything.
not the same battery. I
Yeah.
got a second battery, but also at Home Depot, I went last week. I got the table saw, $179. I got the electric nail gun, $179. Got a chop saw, extended 10-inch, with the back and forward slidey thing,
Yeah.
$199. And then
Oh my man, you went in. Jesus.
for the
You get it. You get all the money in the world.
for the nail gun, I need to get a battery because it came without the battery. Battery's $100.
Oh my
Charger, $100. Or they had a Christmas special in a bag for $199. Charger, 2 batteries with a big one and the skinny one. Impact drill, regular drill, flashlight, what they call sawzall, and like a sander that also converts to one of those like sideways
multi-use tool. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
multi-use tool.
So you obviously
All of
bought,
those for $200. I was like,
I would have
that
bought as
is-
many of those as possible, separated it all out, and
And then
sold it all
sell them.
separately. Yeah,
Fuck, you're a
for
smart
sure.
man. I
Yeah.
gotta go back to Home Depot. But
Yeah.
that's the deal of the century right now. It's
Yeah.
like $800 worth of stuff for $200.
And we'll end on this one. MF Mad Money.
MF Mad Money.
Ever used an Instapot? Is it worth the buy?
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Really?
definitely
I got
worth it.
one. I never use it.
I use it all the fucking time. It makes life so much easier. It's just so versatile. You
Yep.
can do so many different things in it.
You can cook full on. You can have a thing of potatoes in a bag. Within 10 minutes, after washing them, chopping them, putting them in there, you can have mashed potatoes. Done.
It's that fast in an Instapot.
It takes 6 minutes to cook them in an Instapot.
I make some incredible wings in the Instapot. After
If
that,
you
you
wanna-
broil them.
You want to shred some pork? Sure. 20 minutes. You want to shred some chicken?
don't-
Same
I
thing.
said this before, but one Christmas my mom got all of us them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's definitely on a list somewhere.
Yeah. What was it
She
this
got,
year?
like,
It was
10 Instapots. Yeah, this year was 10 air fryers.
air fryers. Yeah.
Jesus, mom.
Yeah.
There's only 4 of you as well.
Yeah, but everybody gets one.
Yeah. The babies.
The kids get them.
Baby air
Significant
fryer.
others. Everybody gets one.
Yeah. Yeah. Air fries for everyone.
And on that bombshell,
And that's it. Yep.
Thanks, 2020.
See you next year,
Yeah.
motherfuckers.
Everybody have a great and safe New Year's.
Thanks for listening.
We will see
All
you
damn year.
in 2021.
It's going to be great.
good night, good night.
It'll be wonderful.
Rocks. Young room. Rocks.
Chuck, who?
Time for High 69 with the boys of Survival Motoring.